Previously in the GodBreaking, a group of heroes found themselves locked in mortal combat with a beast of immense proportions, Krigajard, Dragon Lord of Stone. Quickly realizing that you were outmatched, you summoned a host of allies, the most powerful allies you could from all over the continent. And fortunately for you, these allies came quickly to your call. It was you brought in Darius Brightlord, Prince of Arelin. You brought in Euphemia and the fledgling god Kildrak, dwarven god of crafting. You brought in the turned demon-slaying pirate lord and Terry's Saber. You also brought in Vork, your traveling former quadriplegic companion, and as well as King Lothrelian of the High Elves. With your allies' aid, you were quickly able to dismantle Krigajard. He was actually not able to withstand the combined onslaught of this incredible array of power that you guys all combined unleashed on him. Deimos, you quickly found purchase on his form and began to break through his stony exterior. And Terry's created a gap in his hide. Euphemia and Kildrak widened the gap, and King Lothrelian scorched Krigajard's core, his inner form, the true dragon underneath the stone, with the burning light of the sun. And in those moments, you guys were able to distract in that moment of physical pain, and you guys were able to break Krigajard's focus for a moment, Deimos, with your reminding him of his son and taunting him from his possessed state of madness that he was in. And in that moment, you guys were able to bind him, or at least his core form, not his large rocky exterior, which was much larger than his actual form. You're able to bind him in an imprisonment spell. Or which spell was it? Which version was it? You trapped him in a gem, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a modified imprisonment.
Okay.
Used minimus containment.
That's right. So, I saw your guys' chat for the first time while I'm trying to read it. Oh yeah, like Beyonce. Okay.
I really don't.
Okay. So after that, your allies, acknowledging that one of the primary threats to the war effort in Tandesh had been minimized, began to break off to go back to their own preparations. But you guys did depart to Westvane to drop in on a tavern that you guys were aware of, to just kind of debrief, relax, just take a load off for the evening. And along came with you Vork and Euphemia and Kildrak also accompanied, and King Lothrelian for a moment. Renly, you had a sit-down chat with Lothrelian where you discussed things of elven culture on his part, and T on your part.
Exactly. Tea. Pretty much tea. Yeah, that was it. Oh, and wives. Much talk about wives.
Ah yes, King Lothrelian's life mate. His wife,
Yes.
the only being that he fears in this world.
Which stands to good reason, yes.
Yeah. So as you and Lothrelian were finishing up your session, your tea session, whatever he says, and he turns to you and says, "It is time I depart." He stands up, and he as his staff flickers, and a doorway of sorts opens up for him. He turns to you, "Small Renly." He says, "We the High Elves have long held to our own, and kept to our own kind. But you of the lesser mortals, perhaps there is something we can learn from you yet. I look forward to seeing you in battle, and should the gods tarry, in our court in years to come.
It was good meeting you too. I lift up a teacup.
A brief glimpse of a smile touches his face as the portal springs to life, and a blaze of searing light, he vanishes through it.
I wave with my free hand.
And where we left off, as the rest of you guys were partying the night away, Adis, you had an encounter with a barmaid. She kind of whisked you off to a back room. Actually,
I think he ended up in like a pantry. Rene assumed we'd see him the next morning. Wonders where Deimos went. Is probably also with another woman in a particular shop that she recalls. And so
Alright.
Rene assumes everyone's gonna show up tomorrow.
Okay, so you guys are in the bar. It's been a few hours. You're deep in your drinks. Deimos, you notice Adis has disappeared, a few minutes ago, walking off with this, cute little barmaid into one of the back storerooms. You look around and you see Elwyn is in a booth. He's got a couple young ladies there that he's drinking with and chatting up. Vork is off by the bar. Vork has a couple of older barmaids around him that he's regaling with his stories.
What you're saying is Elwyn's next to a bunch of young ladies.
Yes.
I'm a holy man. And I'm like, hey, Elwyn.
Elwyn, roll a d6. Alright, you have 3 ladies in the booth with you.
I'm just like, Elwyn, does your lady know about this?
What lady? Shut your face.
Oh, man. Hey, did you see that Adis went into a room with a chick?
Did somebody say about your lady? Do you want me to send in stoner? Okay, hello?
It's a dude, and I paid him. Never good in there. Who got him?
Elwyn, your girl is on the phone.
Oh, no, wait. I'm Elwyn. I'll pick up the phone, and I'll do a really good Elwyn impersonation
back,
as I
guys.
walk over.
Hello.
That was very
Hello.
much.
Deimos.
Oh, no, I'm Elwyn.
Deimos,
Lots
hello.
of drink.
Pritel, why
what's up?
are you calling me at this hour? At this late hour? In the
Wait,
evening?
why am I calling you? I didn't call
Yes,
you.
Pritel,
I
why?
didn't call- Must have been a butt dial or something similar to that type of thing in this type of world. So I'm gonna let you go, and don't
I
worry.
see.
No funny business is going on. I got
I
you.
see. Make a deception
Wait.
check.
Nah, no.
Does she see Elwyn behind
You
you?
see her
surrounded
trying.
by
You see her trying to move her head around, trying to look around. She's trying to make
Oh, man.
sense. She says,
Too big, she can't even see around me.
"Yeah, you're kind of big. She
Wow.
can't look around you. She can't see around." She says, "Is Elwyn there with you? I thought I heard
No, man.
something that sounded like of his voice."
Oh no, he's just smashed and dead or something like that. We got a dragon and you got
Hi,
tanks.
he's busy. He's
He's-
got a lot of company.
Girl, stop it. I have no idea what this little lady said, but totally not anything bad.
Slain a dragon, have you?
Yes.
That's marvelous news.
He's gonna slay spoiled dragons tonight if you catch my.
Tell me.
I mean what?
Was Elwyn quite heroic in the battle?
Oh,
Did he do
super
many great
heroic.
deeds?
Oh man, you have no idea. If he told you, I would just feel really awkward because you would just faint over from how more attractive you would be to him or something like that.
She smiles a bit. She says, "I was quite worried. Ever since the last thing I saw was that picture he sent me,
Oh man.
and then to
it's-
know that the
it's
dragon
just-
was bearing down upon you."
Oh man, well you can go compare that picture to like the other the real thing when he gets back or something like that.
Oh, I quite look
Yeah.
forward to it.
Whatever.
Would you like to come
guys-
over?
Elwyn?
I can.
Oh,
Would you?
Elwyn, are you there? I
Huh?
thought I heard you, Elwyn, dear.
Oh no. Oh, Oh no.
He's a
oh,
bit
you're
busy
breaking
right
up.
now.
You're-
Would you like
you're
to
breaking-
join
You're breaking
him?
up. There's a tornado. I know, good tornado though, so don't even worry about
I
coming.
can bring
faster.
you by tree. Do you have a tree nearby?
She looks around. She says, "No, we're in the highlands. There are no tree fairs here."
Whew.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh man, it is tough being a bro. But
Perhaps
I don't know how I
later
feel
this
about
evening,
being-
perhaps in the morning, I shall find a forest.
I'll make
Please.
sure to do that first thing in the morning at breakfast.
Okay.
Thank you, Renly. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure he'll be alone.
Oh, you're breaking up. We gotta let you go. Dragon interference. You get the. Oh no, and I hang up. Oh shit. That was the worst butt dial ever.
Did we not want her around?
I
confused.
don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're in that type of relationship.
Oh, I thought he and she would enjoy more company together, celebrating.
I don't know.
I've heard that orgies are a thing post dragon killing.
I guess. Maybe.
Okay, never
I
mind.
just like. Yeah. But let's talk more about this dude we snaked this in with. You'll never even know until it's too late. You have to attack a dragon again. Catch my drift.
No.
Talk about a dick.
Okay, so Adis has gone off into the room. The Deimos and Renly and Elwyn. Oh, Elwyn's on a phone call in real life. Deimos and Renly, what do you guys do the rest of the night?
I am somewhat tipsy. I don't normally drink alcohol. The tea with booze is good, so I am now tipsy.
Okay.
I get a little
She's
drunk
invented
and
a new drink. Spiked
I start talking to this really short, decently attractive lady next to me. Hey, what's up, Randy? What you doing later tonight?
Tea. What else?
Oh.
Dude, you want to
Renly-
try some of this?
Renly,
Okay.
Constitution saving throw. I want to see how drunk you are.
Oh shit!
Smash.
Oh no! Really? You're going to bed? You're going to bed? You're too young to handle your booze. You had a beer and a half. That is way too much for you. I'm
Renly?
gonna pick Renly up.
Yeah.
Renly, you are smashed, and you find yourself being chatted up by this suddenly very attractive and muscular individual next to you.
Dude, no, we gotta take her to bed. This is bad. This is bad.
Company, yes. Come, let's go to
Wait,
bed.
Renly, let's have a
Wow.
water drinking competition in your room, and then
Who
I'll
are you?
at a very good time, and
Yes.
nothing will happen. I have chimichangas.
Wow,
gonna
you're
be okay.
really buff. Wow,
You're
you
gonna-
have six pack. Wow,
You're,
that's an
you're
eight
gonna
pack.
be okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, this crazy. How'd she get inside my suit of armor? I'm super confused right now. But I'm gonna take Renly to bed. Not in a bad way. I didn't get the wrong idea here. Okay. A responsible holy man, as one of my good buddies there is with other ladies, and there's an incredibly drunk, decently attractive
I
younger
wild
lady than
shaped
mine.
into an air elemental to feel up this guy next to me, to just feel up all of the muscles. And I'm an air elemental.
Deimos, you feel gusts of wind just blowing up all through your armor and all over everywhere underneath you. Just gusts of wind.
That's
just
not my
like a
muscle.
breeze.
That's lower than my muscle. Get above the waist. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what to grab, guys. I don't know what to grab. She's crazy. She's insane. Oh.
You hear a whisper in your ear saying, "You are very, very, very buff. I like it."
Oh no. Oh no. Ladies, she's switching back to her old ways. Oh no, not the lady of the night. There's only been tales of it. Oh, I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. Oh no. Let's bring her back to her freshman days in college. I've only heard stories.
That's too bad.
Alright, we're gonna roll for that later to see what happens. Alright.
Oh god. Oh god.
Damon's gonna be sitting in a corner,
Adult
just like in a
moment.
fetal position, crying, rocking back and forth.
Okay, Adis, you are inside the back pantry, and this charming young lady has brought you back there. As we mentioned last time, you said you were fully participatory. She wraps her arms around you and she looks into your eyes, um, and she goes in to kiss you. And as you lean back in as well, your lips just glance just slightly, right? And her instead she pulls your head down and she goes. Her lips come up to your ear, and she stops and she whispers in your ear, and she says, "My mistress would have words with you." And you look up, and you can see that your temperature flushes your body, just kind of like you start sweating around the edges of your the back of your neck and your down your shoulders and your back, and you can see that her visage has, like, how in the heat above a fire, there's the air, the light is a little bit distorted and things look wavy. You see a little bit of that flicker in her form as the room burns red, just in your vision, and you see her face and her form melt away as this is what you find yourself glancing at.
So not drunk anymore. My, sure don't see your kind in bars very often.
Her hands go down and she clasps each of your hands, one in each. So your right hand and your is joined with her left hand, and vice versa. And your fingers are intertwined, and she grips down pretty firmly, more strongly than you would imagine a normal lady would be able to. Right? And she leans in close, right? And you hear her face glares, is staring into your eyes, and she says, "The more you resist, the more this might hurt." And her jaw drops open, and her tongue begins to snake its way out of her mouth. And it's elongated and becomes longer and longer, and it just whips around you like a rope, as it begins to bind your arms, like just whipping around you 1, 2, 3, 4 times, squeezing your arms down to your torso. What do you do?
I was perfectly capable of getting us there. But carry on.
We are all drunk.
Okay. So you're not resisting, you're not doing anything, you're just allowing it to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm reasonably confident that I know what it is, but if it's not what I think it is, I'm dead anyway, so
You hear
if
off
it's
in the
not
back.
if it's not what I think it is, then I'm dead anyway.
Okay. And as her tongue just like wraps around you, right, just binding your arms together, it comes up and its last length goes and wraps around your mouth like a gag, binding your mouth, right? And you see her just like hunch over slightly, kind of like a cat leaned over like a cat. Her posture changes, her eyes just squinted, looking at you. And you see a bit of curiosity in her eyes as she's just staring at you, her eyes connecting with yours.
Stare right back.
Yeah, her hands are holding yours. Her tongue has basically just begins to lift you off the ground, right? And she says, "Interesting. Let's take a journey, shall we?" And you can see the world flicker around you as suddenly you are pulled into the ethereal realm.
Okay.
Okay. In the ethereal realm, the world is the it's that you can still see the walls, and you can still see the people and things around you. It's all muffled, but you can still hear the sounds of the world around you, but it's like you're removed. It's like you're you're detached. You're looking at the world through like a thick smoked piece of glass, but the whole world is like that. And she just hunches over and she begins to run, pulling you behind her. Her tongue lifting you in the air like a just hoisting you in the air behind her. And as she does, she just passes right through a wall, the pantry wall of the inn.
Okay.
And as you get pulled through it, it feels like you're being rushed through a cloud of cool air. You can feel that there was something there, but your form just pulls right through it. And as she begins to dash off out of the building, you get pulled through various obstacles and various items and things like that. She's just darting around a few things. Some things you can tell are not necessarily so easily passed through, but most things, solid objects, you're basically phased through. The different densities of different objects react differently. They grab onto your form a little bit more, but for the most part, you just like whip right through everything along the way as she drags you off. By this point, she's running at basically, a full dash, so it's like a full 60 feet per turn, dashing off.
Okay.
Right.
Take a nap.
All right.
I
Alright.
literally have like next to no spell slots.
All right, and
Take
at
a
that
nap.
point, she at some point she darts off and and it's a full run. And at some point, her feet leave the ground, and you can see her lifting up into the air. She doesn't go high into the air. It's all like flying a few feet above the ground, but her speed accelerates even more. She's going a full dash speed, 120 feet per turn as she's carrying you off into the night.
Okay.
All right. Deimos, or I mean Renly, are you back yet?
I am totally back, hence laughing. And with ice cream.
Okay.
And a spiked tea hangover.
So let's see. You and Deimos went up to the room. You're completely inebriated. He is partially inebriated. Let's see. How are we rolling this?
No. No, she's too young for me.
I have a copy of the 3.5 erotica.
All right. First, we gotta see what happens. All right. So Renly natural 1 to her Constitution save. So she has like extreme disadvantage on all checks. So we're gonna roll 2. We'll call it wisdom saving throws on each of your behalf to see if you can maintain your integrity. If you can.
Is it with disadvantage or what is this? Or is it a penalty? I don't know.
Oh,
No, yeah, you're to see if your moral inhibitions kick in. All right, so
I
here,
am the
both-
most moral person there is in the world.
Yeah. So since you've been drinking, both of you roll with disadvantage. Renly, since you natural 1 to your thing, all right, you're rolling at a disadvantage and a -5.
Alrighty, I've got that.
Right. All right. So these are wisdom saving throws. No,
I
you
need
shouldn't have
more.
it. Hold on a second. Here, that doesn't count. Hold on, Deimos. Hold on. Let me
Oh wait, sorry, yeah.
let me start clearing some of these things first. Hold on.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I can't get rid of all that crap.
Hold on. Let's get rid of this.
Oh, we don't
Why
have
do you have all
foresight
this
at
stuff
the
on you?
moment. No.
I think people second random shit on me.
Oh, even with the
There's a whole
minus
bunch of
5,
random crap on you.
she still rolled a 26.
No, that was the
No, you
same
guys all have
disadvantage.
advantage and disadvantage on them. Here, let me. What's all this stuff on them?
Oh,
this
crap.
is my
Oh, wait,
advantage for
okay-ish.
magic resistance. There we go. It is off. Here we go. Disadvantage -5. Here we are.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
And Deimos, that was disadvantage.
Yep.
That 18.
Yeah, I got a 4. I dropped an 8.
We're a druid and a
Okay.
cleric.
Okay.
We have a spiritual moment.
Yeah. You see, you
I'm
guys are having.
I'm
You
showing
guys
her
hit
the
up onto-
diagrams on how it would not work out. You don't understand. You're
The size differential and the-
What
It
shape
just
do
would
you
not.
like here? I can be any shape.
Oh
you
no!
like.
Oh,
Oh!
no! Oh,
I do not
wait,
recognize the person in front of me. It is a buff dude. It's all blurry.
no,
Maybe it
no.
should be an
You trust
earth
me.
elemental. It'll help with my tremor sense to be able to see.
No. I think we should just be friends. I just trust me on this one. I'm just sitting around, and you're just doing the wrong things. Trust me. I'm not even that good.
Renly's a druid, right?
I'm a druid.
Yes.
Do you have the true polymorph spell?
Let me see what I've actually got prepped, but I'm totally assuming I'm gonna wall shape into like a water elemental or earth elemental and be
Because I
happy.
can totally see her true polymorphing into Deimos' girlfriend.
Deimos doesn't have a girlfriend.
I don't even recognize this fellow in front of me. It's just a buff
No.
dude.
It's
Yeah,
Deimos.
Renly is
Oh,
totally
shit.
smashed.
Totally
smashed.
It's Deimos. How are you literally taking my pants off? I'm wearing full plate armor. This makes zero sense. What is going on? This is-
Yeah, Damus, you have an ounce of resolve. Renly is just like full on
Alright, alright.
aggressive and
All right. Is there any way, like, because I'm a really good. I'd like to think of myself as the father figure of the entire party. Obviously the most mature one of everyone by far.
yeah, sure.
So, I'm gonna burn a 5th level spell slot as I'm gonna kind of create a restoration her. I'm like, oh no, trust me on this one. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm just gonna be like pew 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 pew.
You are very lucky because if it had been any other day, I would have had Faye Brilliance.
Oh, shit.
At the moment, which would have been awesome.
Fey Brilliance? Fey Brilliance. Your form is imbued with blinding brilliance of the Feywild. Creatures within range who can see you must make a wisdom save or become blinded. If you remove your clothing
no.
or are already naked, any creature who sees you is
no.
not blind takes 78 psychic damage.
Oh no. That would have been bad. Come to your sense. You know your limit's only 1/3 of a beer, or even a half. You had 1 1/4.
I don't drink. Yeah, that's for others. Come, bed. And I start dragging you over.
You start dragging. You can't. It just makes no. Why are you trying to drag me? You can't move me.
I will shape
respect
into
your
an earth
resolve.
elemental.
Oh, gosh, dang.
Anyway, she's like 3 times your size now. She's pulling you
my
over. She's
goodness.
picking you up and bringing you over.
I pick him up
gosh.
and like take him to bed.
There's only one thing to do in this situation. It's most likely to cry. All right.
She's about to rock your world.
Check out.
all right.
She's gonna rock your world.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh, Tempest! Oh, watch over me, protect me. I can't fight against such a formidable creature. I'm trying my hardest. I'm doing my very best. Oh, she's literally insane. She's pulling me.
I transform into an octopus, a giant
No,
octopus.
what the fuck is going on?
Deimos, armor's pulled off. The things are flying everywhere. You're down to your skivvies.
Oh no!
I
Oh,
figure he doesn't seem too happy with my 7 insight, so I turned into an octopus to help.
oh,
It's
no! Switch back. Almost anything but this. You're getting worse and worse. Oh my goodness!
I cuddle really hard.
Deimos, you just need some
Oh, no,
Tempest
Deimos.
lube.
What did I get myself into? Oh, I had such a good one. I'm gonna be a farmer or something. I don't even know what's happening anymore. There's you so tiny. She's pulling me away. I can't get away. Redney, it's me.
I spend the night cuddling.
Yeah.
Sucker tentacles like wrapped around him.
Oh no. You see
Okay.
Deimos is like the entire night. I'm just shivering, eyes just wide, bloodshot open.
Okay. All right. So Deimos, you're now you're naked in bed, cuddled up with this octopus that's twice your size. All right. So an octopus has 8 legs. All right. Deimos, I need you to roll 8 d20s, and we're gonna see where each tentacle spends the night.
Oh god! Your roll test!
Oh no! Redney, what are you doing? Oh no! Oh, I thought you were a vegetarian. Get away from my man meat. Oh no! Oh my goodness! What is this? Octopuses are supposed to be in the water, not around Deimoses. Have you not read ecology books yet? Oh.
Okay. The next morning, The next morning, Deimos, you find yourself. Renly drips out to sleep eventually, like late into the night. Her shapeshift, her wild form, had eventually faded, and you find a small um, form, just like completely passed out in bed next to you as Renly and her she's fully clothed, she's drooling a little bit, she's got a massive hangover. You wake up, you realize that you're a bit hungover as well. You look down and you see these suction tentacle marks all over your body. Right, including areas in which the sun do not regularly shine.
Oh no. Uh, I'm just gonna slip on out of here.
That big hickeys.
Just gonna.
All right, yeah, just like big welts, big red welts, like all over your body, just like across your face,
shit.
across your back, and your shoulders, and your arm, up cuddled cupped up underneath your crotch, and
Oh man, I feel like the town's not just covered in hickeys. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna cry. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna, kind of walk out of the room, maybe grab something to clothe myself in. But I'm just gonna be like, just head down, just be like.
By the way, my wild shape lasts for like 10 hours, so
does it?
technically I could still be
Yeah.
an octopus, but I'm sure like middle of the night, like Renly wakes up and goes like, "Why am I an octopus?" and she transforms back.
No, maybe, or it's like 11 hours later, and you guys have been sleeping the whole time. Deimos, during which Deimos was up for 9 of those hours, just feeling the tentacles just like sucking and wriggling around, just poking around in different areas.
So many areas. Oh god.
I feel like I was in a really bad Japanese TV
Did that,
show.
Did that one roll go where the sun never shines?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm doing that. I can't even.
Yeah. It was wriggling around in there for a bit. The natural
Yeah,
one.
I feel more bad for her than me. Actually, for that, when I was running around all day, it smells really bad everywhere. Oh, this is not good area.
So Renly, you wake up with no recollection of the evening before. Deimos, you wake up with full recollection of the evening before.
Oh my head.
And a
I think I
bottle of
need more water.
Tempest lube in your hand.
I drink some of my laughing water to get over that hangover.
From the
And-
from like
and-
1.5 cups of tea that you drank.
Yes. And then I'm feeling perfectly fine, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. Okay, what should I do? Oh, I should prep the spells. And moving on.
Okay, Deimos, you go back to your room just to kind of like cry your shame away. Elwyn, are you back yet? I don't think he's back yet. Not yet. All right. It is several hours go by before you
Oh.
all eventually just come to your senses and meander downstairs. It's right now it's around probably noon, or
the first thing I do when I wake up is I go and get Elwyn's girlfriend, because that was important, right? She wanted to be with Elwyn, so I get her over first thing in the morning, and then
Okay.
take her to Elwyn wherever he may be, whether he's with company or
crap.
otherwise.
All right. When Elwyn gets here, Elwyn, are you here?
This.
Elwyn, are you back yet? When Elwyn gets back, we're gonna roleplay that.
Renly's just out of the prowl tonight.
Okay.
For all of you,
Playing devil's advocate, since she was wasted, maybe she didn't remember.
Ooh.
Ooh. She remembers nothing. I will never
Have I
speak of
forgotten
anything ever again.
completely?
Well, you get a phone call early that morning. Bring,
Oh,
bring,
yes.
or like it's like, hello, Renly. Renly, are you there?
Wait, hi. What's going on? Hold
We
on,
might-
I need to drink something
Renly?
out of my head.
It's me.
Yeah?
It's me, Eloise. It's me, Eloise.
Hold on, I need to drink some water. Be right back.
Renly, you look quite the fright. What happened to you?
I think I drank a wee bit too much tea. The wrong
Odd.
kind of tea. Have you had tea with booze?
She says, I cannot say I've ever had tea,
We should.
but I know
we
my
should
I know
introduce
my fair
you.
share of ale and mead.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yes. Okay, I start sipping on my laughing water, and I'm like, "Yes, dear. How can I help you?"
Well, I was so excited after a conversation last night about possibly seeing my dear Elwyn again that I had me army march all night long till we get to the edge of the northern forests. I found myself a tree. Can you see it here? And she points the cell phone stone at the
I
at,
see it. Okay.
at a
Yes,
pretty
hold on.
large
Hold on.
tree.
Okay, and then I ball shape into Yggdrasil, and then I tree strider over.
Like from her to you. So you quickly fill up your whole hotel room with your form of Yggdrasil, this massive tree form. You bend over so you don't break anything. Very, very cautiously shapeshift into this big tree. You cast Tree Strider on yourself, or whatever it's called, and a portal opens up between your abdomen and the tree that she is standing in front of.
Whoa! What's Eloise doing here?
You hear you hear her. Oh, Elwyn, you missed the tentacle sex that Deimos and Renly had last night.
We're not kidding.
She,
You'll have to watch the replay, the video.
she octopus raped him.
Oh man, I hate my job.
I'm sorry. I did not expect the rolls to go where they went. I was just planning on cuddling. Just cuddling. You must get away at any time.
Oh man.
Yes, there is a one over there.
Yeah, Renly had to roll because she drank some spiked tea, and she had to roll a Constitution saving throw to see how well she was able to handle it, and she rolled a natural 1. So she and Deimos went to bed.
Wow. Can't believe I
All right.
missed that.
Yeah, it was great. Okay, so it's the next morning. It's like almost noon, and they had chatted with Eloise the night before, and Deimos had played interference for you while you were in a booth back there drinking with three ladies. And so you just jump in, and she says, "Okay, Renly, I'm so excited. I've been waiting to see my dear Elwyn, and like I said, I marched all night long with me army to find a forest where trees were large enough. I have one here." And Renly transforms herself into her tree form and casts transport via plants, and she steps through the portal and out into Renly's hotel room.
I
She-
pointed
she
towards
steps-
the door. I don't remember which room it was. I think it was, and I say a number, but I'm not sure.
She stands there. She as she walks out. She she's been marching with her army, so she's in full her battle armor basically, like in the thing. Since the last time you saw her, the difference is that she has a cold iron framed crown, half like crown tiara-ish thing on her head.
Ooh.
She's been named Sigma Prima, the leader of the dwarven people since the last time you guys saw her.
Oh, hey, Sigma 3. Let me take you
Congratulations,
to
my
Elwyn.
dear.
She steps out into the hotel room. As always, her 2 battle axes are strapped across her back, and she smells. It smells a bit odd in here. It's kind of
Really?
like the sea. Yes,
Oh.
like
I
ocean
was
something.
an
Ocean.
octopus for a while, I think. I don't remember now.
I see.
I should probably air it out.
Oh well, Elwyn, huh? Room 4, you say?
Oh yes. I'm sorry.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And she half prances out of the room.
Is there any way that I would have somehow intercepted her before she got somewhere?
You're
All
traumatized
right, well,
in bed in a different room.
roll that perception check real quick. You awaken to the sound of heavy creaking wood as Renly has filled her room, which happens to be adjacent to yours, as in her large tree form. So you hear the creaking wood just like rumbling in the room next to you, and you kind of pop up in bed like, what the hell?
Would I be able?
And then
to
you can
put,
hear
like,
you hear the muffled voices. Yes.
Would I be able to like put 2 and 2 to like remember kind of ish what was happening with the Sigma 3 and Elwyn last night?
Yeah. You remember, like I said, you have
You
full
are-
recollection.
Yes.
You have
you
full
are not
recollection.
a
Renly has 0 recollection.
I just like quick, just like hit that number 1 on my contact list on my phone, and I start hitting that Elwyn up incredibly fast as I start heading out the door ish.
All right, so you're calling Elwyn.
Elwyn,
Elwyn, perception check with
What's up,
disadvantage.
bro?
Perception check disadvantage first. I want to see
Oh, no.
how long it takes you.
oh come on, pick up your damn phone.
Hold on.
Stupid. Oh my god.
I love this. I love this
I
so
got
much.
one more. Can I do another?
No, do it.
No, you
Oh,
can't
my
double.
goodness.
You can't double.
No.
You can't double up. What's it called?
I'll use my point of
Luckies.
ambrosia.
It's getting real bad, guys. We thought the dragon was tough.
All right. So hold on a second. 1 second here.
Deimos,
second,
as you
one
get out,
second.
you hear Rennie calling out. Deimos, do you know what happened last night?
I think it would be better if you stood at least over there and I'll stay over here for safety purposes.
Hold on
Huh?
1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta set this up.
Oh no. Oh no.
1 second here.
Jesus, it's making
I-
this really the
Really,
next
I have
the next
no
actual real
problems
fight of the
taking it out
dragon.
on you tomorrow.
1 second here.
I love you too, Elwyn. this is awesome.
She's just masterminding back there to destroy everybody psychologically.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Deimos, you're grabbing your stone and you're dialing, you're ringing.
Yeah.
Elwyn,
Really
you're just
outside there.
yeah. As you storm out, you're passed out in bed. You know that Elwyn is like down the hall on the other side of the what's it called, of the tavern. So it's a little bit of a trek. And as you are what do you call it, on your way, you're looking at the phone, and you hear it pick up, the thing pick up, and you hear a voice say, just kind of come through like what's that sound? And you see the image shake a little bit, and you're looking up at the face of this young blonde, kind of like a little bit sleepy-eyed, her hair all tousled, a bed sheet just barely wrapped around her, right?
Okay.
And she says,
Yep.
it's like,
Yep.
"Hello, what is this thing? Who
okay.
are you?"
Wait, shut the fuck up, you dummy. Let me tell you, because I'm a smart scientist. Okay, you're gonna put that rock next to the dude in the room. Hopefully, there's only one dude in the room. You wake him up and you stick it there. You tell me, the shit's gonna hit the fan real fast. All right.
You want to talk? You want to talk to her? And she blushes
Yeah.
a little bit. She says, I don't remember his name, but
Don't worry about it. Just wake him up. Just wake up. Trust me on this one. I'm butt ass fucking naked, just sprinting down this hall too, just having just suckers like things all over me. I'm just like, just fucking pick up. Give me the goddamn rock. Oh please. Oh give him
Deimos,
the
what happened to you?
gosh Tempest rock. Oh, don't worry about it, Renly. Did you ever show Sigma 3 that collection of teas you had? Show him every one of them. Trust me on this one. As I'm still sprinting
I'm
off.
going to see Elwyn. Why?
Ellen wants some tea. Make some really good tea that she makes
I'll get my
herself.
pot. Hold on. Wait
Good,
for
good,
me.
good.
okay. All right. As you're doing that, you hear the sound. You hear over the phone. You say, like, Lena, what are you doing? That's so loud. Give me that thing.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
the screen
Son
shake
of a
again.
bitch.
You see the screen shake again, and a different lady is looking at you with a much more annoyed look on her face. She says, "Who are you, and why are you causing such a racket this morning?"
Motherfucking Deimos, I'm coming down, and shit's gonna hit the fan, just like the dragon, except it's worse. So all we can really say is please, oh, buddy, please get it through your thick head. And this is coming from me, who has an incredibly thick head. Please give the rock to the dude in the room. Just wake him up. Oh, please. I'll give you pretty much anything you want.
All right, Elwyn, she says, "Fine, whatever." And you feel, Elwyn, you can feel a rough kind of shaking on your shoulder as this brunette elf girl is shaking you. You know, she's completely naked. She's just kind of like shaking. You find yourself completely naked. And she says, "Hey, you, whatever your name was, this rock is talking to you, and he wants you here." And she shoves it into your hand.
I'm like, bro, I'll tell you about it later.
Bro, Black Hawk down. Sigma 3. Alpha Kappa. Get the fuck out of there, bro.
Before he finishes talking, I am like on my feet, looking around for my shit. At least my
You hear a
robes
knocking on your
and my
door.
staff.
You hear a knocking on your door. Elwyn, are you in there?
I'm gonna yell after her. I'll yell after her. Like hopefully I'm running towards her, butt ass fucking naked. I'm gonna run
Yeah,
towards
you
Sigma.
can see Sigma 3 standing at the doorway there.
Sigma 3. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I found you.
She turns to you.
Don't worry,
Deimos,
don't worry.
Deimos,
It ripped everything off. Quick, come with me. Elwyn might
Deimos.
be in danger.
Does she run
You're
into
covered.
the room to get away from Deimos?
Deimos is
Deimos, you're
literally...
covered in these.
Yeah.
Why are you so swollen down there, Deimos?
Don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. But all I can tell you is
Oh,
Elwyn's
God.
Elwyn's in a lot of danger right now. Like he's in a
As
shit
you
ton of danger. Come-
as you
come
get
with
to
me.
her, right as you get to the door swings open,
No,
and you
no,
see
no,
this
no.
this
Oh,
lady
you bitch.
standing in the door.
Oh, you dumb bitch. I tackle Sigma 3. I tackle her and carry her away. As I start screaming, I'm screaming. I'm just like, just close your eyes. Don't open them. The same thing will happen to you. I'm just sprinting away. I'm sprinting away. Elwyn, I'm sorry. I'm carrying your lady butt ass naked.
She says,
happening.
"Elwyn, she says, who is that girl, Elwyn?" and
As soon as
this blonde is
I
there.
grab-
She has,
Hold on. As soon as I grab my staff, I don't care if I'm naked, just with my staff, I'm gonna grab the three girls without going outside of the room, and I'm gonna teleport to my mansion.
okay, so none of them are willing. the first blonde grabs you and she slaps your hand away. She says, "No." She says, "You promised us breakfast." And
I'm gonna.
Wait,
I'm gonna-
Elwyn, what are you
and
doing
the one with glasses like is nibbling on her on her fingernail, and she says, "For what you did to us last night, you definitely owe us breakfast."
I'm gonna whisper to them. I'm trying to take you to breakfast. Come on.
Deimos. So Sigma 3 is quite the she says, "Deimos, I'm going to tell you once,
Okay,
nicely.
once.
Put me
Okay,
down,
once.
Deimos, before
What
I
happens the next 3 times? You tell me, because I gotta keep running this direction as fast as
Deimos,
I can.
I'm about to lose it.
No,
Deimos,
no, no,
put
no.
me down
Okay,
right
no,
now.
I'm putting you down. I'm gonna fall down on top of her by accident. But still keep running.
Where do you
Yeah.
go? Where's your face
Yeah.
right now?
No, to the side. I'm a holy man. Oh my gosh. Oh. What happened?
Deimos, roll dexterity saving throw.
Oh
I'm holy.
Okay, you're
I'm
fine.
holy as shit.
You land down. You're fine. But you're like on all fours, and she's like slammed down on the ground underneath you. She says, "Deimos!" and you feel
I'm trying
both
to
of
get
her legs just like slam into your gut as she like catapults you over end over her.
For the team.
She catapults you over. She springs up to her knees and she looks at you. She says, "I have to go talk to your friend," and she goes dashing back towards the room.
Whoa. I grab her again and keep running. Trust me, that wasn't the real Elwyn. That wasn't Elwyn. Succubus, don't trust the succubus.
Roll a dexterity check to see if you can grab her. This is gonna be a pretty tough thing because she just flipped you over.
Oh shit!
Nah, you missed. She slips through your grasp and she goes running back down the hallway. All right.
There's only one thing. I
Elwyn.
hold person.
Yeah.
Your cat. Do you have hold person?
No focus. You're naked.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
no focus on you.
Yeah.
Do you have an arcane?
person.
You don't have your arcane focus. You don't have any. Hold on. Let's see what hold person
My
is.
arcane focus is my fists.
It's verbal, somatic, and it's verbal, somatic, and material. You need a small, straight piece of iron to be able to cast this spell, or you need your chest piece because
shield.
your breastplate is
Yeah,
what had the insignia burned on it.
As I recall, your muscles are made of iron.
My muscles have iron in it. My blood has iron in it.
You're
Elwyn,
not
I'm trying.
Magneto.
I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die, Owen. No, I'm trying
Just touch
everything
a
in my...
nail in the floor, Deimos.
Hmm?
Just touch a nail in the floor.
I'm touching every nail there is in the floor.
Okay, so you're trying to find a nail to.
Yeah.
So you're scrambling. You're looking around to find a nail. Roll a perception check
She's running.
or an investigation check. She's running. She's sprinting back down the hallway.
Oh God.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I know which room is Deimos, right?
Uh huh.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Polymorph yourself into Deimos.
I'm gonna.
In intimidation. Ah, shit.
Oh no, because these bitches are gonna out me. I'm gonna say, come on.
Oh, I found nails.
Yeah, you found a nail. You found a nail. It happens to be right
They're in my
underneath
face.
on the floor end.
Oh my God. This is a 20. Oh.
All right, so you're rolling. You're casting hold person.
I'm just saying.
Did she run
Trust
around the
me.
corner?
No, it's a straight shot. It's a straight shot down the hallway. Elwyn, the door is still ajar as you're trying to. You're still naked. Two of the girls are naked. One of them has like your one of your shirts on. The glasses one.
Close the door and cast arcane lock on it.
All right, Deimos, you unleash the hold spell as you raise up your hands and begin to channel the spell. You see her hand going to her battle axe around off her shoulder, and it comes smashing down. Right, and Elwyn, as you cast the lock spell on the door, it bursts open into like just a 1,000 shards of wood. As you see Eloise standing there, battle axe in hand, her body completely paralyzed, her eyes just kind of locked on you.
No way, that does not happen. I refuse.
You reject reality and institute your own. Sure.
You feel her just kind of like trembling against the bonds.
Please hurry up. This lady be crazy.
What's your DC, Deimos? What's your DC?
Oh shit! Let me figure out real fast. It's decent. Where are you? DC. Say your flame. Let's check. 20.
In any
20?
case, she needs a saving throw, so let's see.
All right, she fails it. She fails it the first time. Okay. All right, so Elwyn, you're there, standing there. The door is burst half open. Eloise is there holding a battle axe, and she's frozen in place. The girls are
Are they yelling? Does she hear them?
Yeah, the first girl, the blonde, she drops back a little bit and she goes, "Oh, holy shit! Did you just see that?" And the brunette, the elf who's fully naked, kind of walks up, puts her hand around your shoulder, Elwyn. She's just about as tall as you. She's like a half inch shorter than you, right? And she kind of leans up against you and she says, "Who's she?"
Oh shit!
As soon
Oh
as-
shit!
I'm gonna start shaking my head and look around, like, what's going on? Who are you?
Elwyn, don't let the succubus that controlled your mind recently.
I'm gonna start looking around, acting really confused.
Okay.
Like, what's Why are you wearing my clothes? What's going on?
This one is wearing your shirt, right? And she says, "Isn't it obvious? Are you all you elves such airheads?" She says, "That's his girlfriend." And the brunette says, "Ah, I get it." She looks at you. She looks at you, Owen. She with a sly look in your face, and she says, "She's kind of cute for someone so small." Eloise is just like visibly shaking in her. Oh, 19. Okay, she doesn't quite say it.
I'm gonna shaggy this one the whole way. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I brought tea.
I can't click on it. Like, what is that? What's that link? I can't click it.
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Oh.
Shaggy, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Damn it! So you still? What are you doing? Are you still holding spell, or what are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to hold spell as much as I can, but I want to make it look like I'm not actually casting the hold spell on her. I'm like,
And as soon when I heard Deimos say succubus, I'm gonna say, "Are all of you? No, not again!" And I'm gonna
Just stop the
like,
first time.
get-
Uh-oh.
battle
Owen.
ready.
you have to teleport yourself away. It's the only way to get away from these witches, which aren't these actual 3 ladies, but they probably control these 3 ladies to do it because we don't want them to get murdered.
I brought the
Um,
tea. Wait, what's
So
what's
Renly
going on?
comes running out the hallway. So now Renly, you're in gnome form again.
Indeed, and
You
I
have
have
your
the tea.
teapot in your hand, and you come and you see. So you stumble on the scene. Eloise is there. The door is half shattered. She's holding in place. Down the hallway, Deimos is naked on the ground, holding his hands up, holding concentration, pointing it at Eloise.
What is
And
going on?
and through the doorway, you see Elwyn with the brunette elf kind of her arm drapes around his shoulder, fully naked. Over in the corner is still sitting on the bed is this blonde with the sheets wrapped around her, and in the near the doorway is the glasses chick with Elwyn's shirt on. She's kind of just biting on her nails absent-mindedly, just looking mildly bored. What do you do, Renly?
Do you need some help, Eloise?
Renly.
I am very.
You can see
confused what the heck
her
is
struggling
going
against
on.
the. You can see her
I
struggling
need to
against
restore
the
her.
spell.
What happened?
Are you okay, my dear? What is going on? What is happening?
Renly, that's a trap.
She
It's a trap.
it,
You
ga-
don't know
it,
how
she
psychic-
gasps as the restoration spell breaks the dispel magic or whatever you cast breaks the hold person spell on her, and
I'm gonna drop to my knees, holding my head. No, what's going on?
Quick, let a doctor in. I'm gonna sprint in there and try to cast a bunch of holy energy on top of him to play off. I'm trying to cleanse his soul.
as you come running down the hallway, Sigmund, you come rushing up, and Eloise says, "Stop right there, Deimos." She's still holding her axe, right? Her eyes are focused on Elwyn,
Okay,
and she looks at you, Renly, and she says, "Thank you, dear."
what happened?
And she
You know
stands up
what's
straight and she
going
pushes
on?
her way in.
You want tea? I start pouring tea.
She says, "In a moment, I must talk to my dearest."
When can I at least give him last rites?
Do you need some privacy,
please.
girls?
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
I'm still holding my
Close your
head,
eyes.
to be really hurt.
The
I
glasses,
pass tea
the
to the
glasses,
girls.
the glasses chick says, I'll take some. You have any?" And she says, "You have any liquor to pour in it?"
Oh, I think
Um,
that's what I did. Yes. Was there an Elven King around? Oh god.
The blonde on the
No.
bench says, "I love tea," and she leaps up and she drops the bed sheets around her. And she's naked underneath it, and she comes walking over to the doorway to where you are, Renly.
I start pouring the tea.
Owen, my boy. You
Um,
had such a good life. I'll miss you.
Eloise comes up to you, Elwyn.
Hold on. I'll
Battle
be right
axe in
back,
hand.
Like 2 minutes.
Okay.
In game, like does he leave for 2 minutes in game because he's panicking?
Pause.
He's
Pause.
thinking.
We have to pause. We
Pause.
have to pause.
Pause. All right. Adis. back to Adis.
All right.
All right, we're in the ethereal realm, and you have been traveling for hours. Just being
Long enough to
hauled
get a long
behind
rest?
this. What?
Long enough to get a
Did
long
you get a long
rest?
rest?
Yeah, I said I was taking a nap.
Sure. I'll long rest everybody. Let's see here.
Except for Deimos.
Except for Deimos.
He spent the night getting tentacled.
Oh
He
god.
did. Stuck up where the sun don't shine.
I thought they would leave at some point. God damn it.
Oh,
He
okay.
can't roll. He can't roll 8 grapple break checks in one round.
My bad.
So, it's pretty great. So Adis, you kind of like come to, and you're still being carried. You're bouncing in the air, just being pulled, basically towed behind this succubus as she's flying, still at the same speed, and through the ethereal realm.
Okay.
What do you do?
All right, sorry.
Okay, we shifted over to Adis for a second.
Oh.
There's nothing I can't do. She has my mouth bound, my hands bound, my legs bound. I can't use
This
magic.
feels like last
so
night.
I'm being tongue raped.
Your hands are not bound anymore. She had released your hands to keep flying. So you have some momentum. Your arms are pretty tightly held to your body, so you don't have much mobility. But you're from the wrist up, wrist down. You're able to move your hands. Your mouth and your arms are still bound, though. And yes, it is her tongue.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do except enjoy the ride.
Okay, you're moving along. You're going along with it.
Unless- Yeah, I'm just going along with it.
Okay, so roll a perception check.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Skills, perception. Wait, that's not perception, that's persuasion. Perception.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll
I rolled-
use the same thing. You are, as best as you can tell, looking at where the sun is in the sky. You're looking around. You can tell that you're headed north. Okay, that's about as best as you can
Okay.
tell.
And where
You've
were
been traveling. Okay, so you were where the blue circle is.
Oh, and we're heading north?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
You
Alright.
can also tell that you're going at a pretty decent speed. Like right now, you're moving pretty fast. It's like there's ethereal winds in this realm. There are currents that are carrying you faster than before. So you're going quite a bit faster than you recall from the night previous. It's like she's caught like a jet stream or something flying through the wispy ethereal realm.
is that her actual form?
On the picture? Yeah.
Okay. Can I guesstimate how far we've traveled based on how fast she's moving?
Make an intelligence check. You'd say, basically, just looking around and seeing how fast things are moving, and also just judging by the terrain, right? You'd say that you are somewhere. Oops. Around here. You just passed through a series of mountain ranges, and you know that the mountain ranges that are that far north and of that type are, and at the border of Azo and Skignash.
Alright, I'm not worried. I'll keep going along.
Okay.
for the time
Alright.
being.
We shift back to Westfane.
No, let's not.
All right, Elwin, you're on the ground, your hands on your head, right? Standing next to you is to your immediate left is a naked brunette she elf. Off by the door, sitting just like reclined, just lazily on a chair, is this blonde with the glasses and her messy hair tied up in like a high bun or ponytail or something. She's wearing one of your undershirts, just absent-mindedly, just like chewing, nibbling on a fingernail. And this one, the blonde, is also unclothed, just quickly walking over to the door to get a cup of tea from Renly. And walking up to you, her eyes fixed on you, a battle axe in hand, is Eloise. All right. You can hear her footsteps clattering across the wooden floor, right? And as your head points towards the ground, the first thing you see come into view is her boots come across. They're road worn. They're tough leather boots, befitting of a survivalist, a warrior, but they also have some decorative nature to them. You can tell that she does care for her appearance and what she wears. And little touches, wrapped. The hem is lined in fur. The tassels are nicely braided with a few beads at the end of it, and scrolled into our slight floral patterns across some of the stitchery. Right. Next, as she steps a little further forward, you see her knees and her legs. Again, various armaments and straps attached to it. A hunting horn that hangs from her belt is also strapped to her thigh. Some knee guards attached that are strapped on made of good dwarven steel. And she leans into you. And as she leans in, you smell a little bit of the road, but also the very familiar scent that she uses when she does her hair. It's a combination of berries and flowers that she has cultivated on her own. She gathered on her own. It's something that you've come to know and really appreciate about her. And you feel the warmth
right now just by smelling her.
You feel the warmth of her head as she comes next to you. Her mouth comes to near where your ear is, and she says, "Elwin, tell me." Elwin, roll a d20.
God damn it! I'm gonna get stabbed again by another ex-girlfriend.
So this is high-low.
Can I lucky that?
No.
When I get a long rest. Okay, I'll take it.
She says, "Elwin, I have to tell you, I'm hurt. Deeply hurt."
Me too.
I'm sorry.
Shut up,
You
Demas.
can feel the steel of her blade. The steel of her blade comes up underneath your chin as she lifts your head up to look at her. So your eyes are kind of locked on hers, right? And her eyes are locked in on hers, and she's staring you in the face. She says, "I'm hurt, Elwin, that you did not invite me into the fun last night."
Oh, you sons of bitches. Yeah, fuck you, Elwin. Elwin, I hope you get hit by a car. Yeah, you know what? It's cool. Whatever. You know what? If you, Erwin, I'm just going around. You're having a good time. I hope you don't have a fun time. Just I hope you wake up and then you get attacked by a gigantic octopus. You just have to lay the whole fucking day just terrified out of your mind because this octopus was just gonna fucking just do terrible things to you. It's cool.
If Renly remembered
I hope
last
the
night,
best
she would
for you,
say that
buddy. Oh, you son
I
of a
told
bitch.
you I thought they were in an open relationship and orgies, but she does not
Oh
remember
my
last
You
night.
goodness,
guys
I
don't
mother.
cannot
understand.
Fucking
that.
gracious.
Renly,
Don't understand. It's a trap.
Renly,
I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm just gonna go
Renly,
over here and just cry.
as Deimos passes by, you notice for the first time that he's completely naked and that he's covered in welts that have like swollen up various parts of his body, circular welts all over his body,
Deimos, are you
and
okay?
they're
Do you
greatly
need-
red.
Do you
Oh,
need
yeah.
medicine?
No,
Do you
no,
help?
I do need
I
more
medicine check
medicine.
him. I kept poking him.
Stop it. You did enough of that.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. How about this? I'm just gonna go from this corner here. I'm gonna drink a few beers and just cry a little, and we'll just be back to normal. And there's no one ask any questions, okay?
Here's some laughing water.
Elwin. By the way, you go fuck yourself. It's cool. Whatever.
Eloise turns over. She says, "Deimos, that's not very nice." She says,
Yeah, not very
"I'll
nice,
be doing."
is
She
it?
says, "If anyone will be fucking Elwin, it will be me."
Oh, you son of a bitch, you bastard, Elwin. Oh my god. You know what's gonna happen to you one of these days? You're gonna die happy with a big fat fucking smile on your face in a bed full of women. You fuck yourself, you little bastard. Oh my goodness. I'm going home, guys.
Deimos stomps off back into his room. And the blonde girl, she finishes her cup of tea. She looks around. She says, "So breakfast?"
We should go find Edith. He has a magnificent mansion, and there's a lot of breakfast there.
Eloise helps you up, Ellen, and she kind of hoists you up, a wry smile on her face. She's kind of grinning, a half grin at you, and she says, "You thought I was gonna do something drastic to you, didn't you?"
I smell a trap.
She says, Elwin. She looks at you. She says, "You are mine." She says, "I don't." And she says, "Let's not pretend that any of these floozies here." And she looks at the girl. She says, "Nothing personal, girls. Says, we all know none of these floozies here can hold a candle to me. Says, I know that your heart is mine. Come, let's get some food."
Oh, you're meant to be. Oh.
I don't even register that I'm still naked. I just follow her.
So you follow her, and so do the rest of the girls. They grab a couple of shawls and bathrobes along the way. So as you guys all head downstairs.
I look for Edith for his mansion because there is a lot better food there if they're trying to impress people.
Okay, so as you get downstairs, it's odd, but Adis is not around. The innkeep is there though, and he sees you guys parade. Elwin, you're like barely holding. Eloise hands you like a small coat that she has, and she like wrapped it around your waist. The innkeep just looks up. He sees all you kind of parading down there. So there's like a barbarian, a very strong looking barbarian dwarf with battle axes strapped to her, and followed by her a mostly naked elven male, and 3 other girls that are in various, barely like dressed ways, and he just looks up at you all as you're coming down. He just kind of shakes his head, and he goes back to cleaning his countertop.
Breakfast?
And he says,
Do you have anything?
"Of course. I'll have the lady bring it out to you."
All right, I'll try and see about finding Elvin. Like I'll speak him and be like, Adis, and be like, Adis, you're around.
Adis. Windspeak?
Yes.
Alright, so
I
let's
wait
see
for him
here.
to reply.
Don't forget to say you can respond to this message.
Oh yes. I assume you know what Windspeak is about, but unfortunately, it's one way, I think.
I have no idea what it is.
Nothing happens. So, as you go out there, Windspeak is unlimited range, but it's on the same plane.
Indeed. And I do
You
not
hear
have
nothing.
message. I will knock on his door and then open the door.
Okay, it is completely untouched.
Guys, do you know what happened to Adis last night? I mean,
Mhm.
did he have company? Where would the company be sleeping?
You know, Demos,
So you're
that
ask-
Natus can turn any dude into the most beautiful chick he wants, right?
Why would you do that?
Because he doesn't dig cocks like you.
What's a rooster? I'm super confused what you're talking about, bro. I mean, actually, wait. I can't hear you. You're in a different area.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna investigate the area I last actually saw him.
I was back at drunk. I don't remember anything.
Don't even try to remember anything, okay? It'd just be better for everybody.
Oh, okay. I feel like there was something
Oh,
really
hey, by
important
the
that
way,
happened.
Midas,
Mm-hmm.
do I recognize this chick?
No. You do
Because
not.
I've met all the little concubine chicks for the one chick that from hell that we met. Because they were all with her on the train.
Correct. Yeah, this one, this is not an individual that you recognize.
Okay.
Alright, but yeah, do some investigations. Because
Okay.
I just feel like, Dude, he was
All right,
supposed
so
to
you're
be
asking
here.
around. Yeah. One of the housekeepers comes by, and you see her walking down the hallway. She looks up at you. She's a middle-aged kind of human lady. She says, "Excuse me." She says, why are you puttering around this gentleman's room?"
Because we can't find him. So we gotta find our buddy, bro.
Does he? Well, you're looking in the wrong place. He never returned last night.
Wait, did you see him?
Oh yes, he was in the bar along with the rest of you. I was observing because I tend bars in the evening times as a night role. Just
Oh,
earn a little bit more money for myself and my family.
you didn't see like where he went or who he went with or things like that, did you?
Rather sickly looking individual, a young man, had a scar across his face. Had come in with you earlier. Is that the one you were speaking of?
He's like he always wears a mask on his face. You know, he always wants to
Yes.
polymorph people into dudes for some reason. We don't ask
Well, he
questions
wasn't wearing
about
his
that.
mask,
Oh, yeah.
but he did have a scar.
Oh,
Over
probably,
his,
yeah.
on his eye, over his left eye.
Oh,
Was
that
that it?
sounds possibly right, yeah. It seems like a thing that could possibly be the thing that I'm looking for.
Well, I did see him go off with a young lady that had happened his way. I did not recognize her. It was.
Oh,
It was.
I got ripped off from my 4 copper pieces I missed by the dude. Never mind. Don't worry about it. But did you see
You know,
like,
my
where they went?
I did. You know, my family is
Let me guess, they need money
Rather-
and food.
rather
Cool.
poor. We
how
all work so
much-
hard, and
How much money and food can I give you to just tell me the answer? And also, make you
well,
worship
with
Tempest.
six young children, and school
Oh,
supplies and
only
clothing you're
only
always growing out
6?
of.
Oh,
and
you have a small family. Can't you
I
tell
know,
me you have
but I
like,
try.
12 kids? Oh, you
Well,
must not get like. It just so pretend
No,
you have
I'm-
12 kids, and you
I'm-
know
I'm
that
an
to walk
honest woman.
uphill. Of course you are. How much money do you want Because I'm here for helping you. Also, here's a pamphlet for Tempest. Trust me, Tempest will get you money.
She's,
Tempest
she's,
will get
she's
you
saying,
rich.
thank you. And the little cart that she's pushing has two bags on the side, one for trash and one for recycling. She puts the
Hey, you
recycling bag.
best nice. Ooh, yeah.
She just says, she looks.
$1,000 gold punch.
It'd be a shame if I gave you 1,000 gold pieces right now to the face. Just joking. I would
1,000
never do
gold
that.
pieces.
Oh, how about this?
She
How about
says-
this?
Her eyes
I'm
widen.
gonna
She says,
give you-
"You are wonderful. 1,000
yeah.
gold pieces would
Oh,
change
yeah.
our lives. It would
Wouldn't
guarantee
it?
my children had an education and had such a chance in this hard world."
Okay, I'm gonna look you in the eyes because I think you're a super cool swindler. All right, you just tell me straight to my face that you just fucking messing with me, and I'll laugh my fucking butt off. And I'm gonna give you these 1,000 gold pieces because you're super entertaining and you make me happy about myself. All right, and I want you to keep it up. All right, because also just worship Tempest a little bit. It's cool if you don't, but you probably should. If I just want to know, just tell me that you just fucking lied to my fucking face.
She looks at the. She says, "Tempest, is that
Yeah.
what is on this paper?"
Yep.
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot read. I don't want my children to grow up in a world
Oh my
where they don't have opportunities like I didn't
Oh,
have.
you son
I just
of a
want them to
bitch.
be able to read and to advance in life
Oh,
and to have
oh,
a
you know what,
chance
you
in
know
this
what?
hard world.
Oh, actually, let me give one insight. Just I want to see how I'd play this because
Oh my
I'm
god,
totally
that's
falling
beautiful. That was
like a little
beautiful.
kid.
Oh, we should hire her as our
We
freaking
should.
ambassador.
Can we?
Is she a
Can
bard?
I? Yeah. Oh
Is she
shit!
a
Can we
bard?
hire? Hey, lady, can we hire
Yes.
you? We will pay you ridiculous amounts of money to literally just fucking mess with people. Okay? If you come to our keep or our chimichanga factory, I will pay you a lot of money to literally just mess with people because you entertain me, young lady.
She can be our director of marketing for the
Oh.
chimichangas.
Oh yeah, can you be our
Oh my god, the marketing.
director of marketing for chimichangas? Lady, you will get so
She looks at
fucking
you,
rich.
she
It's
says-
not even funny.
Her,
And
her demeanor
and
changes
as she's
a little bit, and she stands up a little bit straighter, and she looks at you. She's kind of evaluating you. She says,
I'm chucking silver pieces at her face as she's doing this too, just like plinking them off her face as she's thinking, just like endless amounts.
Wait.
I'm just like,
"You saying I do this job for you,
uh-huh,
and you pay me,
yeah, it's fucking
And it's
hilarious.
and all I have to do is get people to buy these things you're selling?"
Yeah, and we're gonna pay you a bunch of money off of it. Mainly, you're just pretty fucking funny, and I totally dig what you're selling. Also,
What's the
she
offer?
works at Tempest. Oof. How about this? What's your yearly salary right now?
She says, "That doesn't matter.
No, this is
Your-
how,
what-
this is how
what-
it
what
works
is
in the
this
real world.
It worth.
How
What
much
is
were
this
you
worth
making
to
at
you?"
your last job, young lady? Trust me, this isn't my first interview. How much were you making at your last job, young lady?
More than you'd think.
More than I'd think. Can you tell
Yes.
me? Because
Oh my
What did
god,
I
Tim.
think?
No.
so I think you make like what? Would I know how much like an average like swindler makes?
You have an age of 16, man. You're not stupid.
I love the way that we forgot about Adis. Fuck that guy.
No, I'm like Jesus. Chimichangas. I mean, god damn it.
For
people.
real though, we can make a chimichanga empire and just forget this adventuring shit. What the hell?
She-
Fuck that.
She said. She
I'm
says to you.
probably
she says,
no.
You better
The
make
average
them
money.
enough demons will love them.
She says, I make do. It's sometimes hard, especially when the
Oh my
authorities get a
fucking
hold of you."
gosh, you are amazing. I love this bullshit you're speaking to me. All right, here's like 50 gold pieces right now. I don't even know how much that is to you. Is 50 gold pieces
Uh-huh.
a lot for you? I'm very confused.
She says, "It depends on what kind of job you want me to do,
I just want you
and
to
how
give me
well
50
you want me to do it. This is
Well,
good
I'm-
for, a day."
Oh, what? Holy shit, guys! This lady is rich. She makes 50 gold pieces a day. That's-
Well, you
that's
still
more
need to
than
understand
50 Dragon.
how good I am.
All right, how much? what percentage and shit would we have to give you for selling chimichangas from our good bro to make chimichanga money?
50 gold a day plus 10% of all my sales.
How much sales are you promising us before this is happening? Because in any standard sales position, you have to have a standardized quota so we can actually have a base mark. And if you don't make your base mark, it actually comes out of your pay.
Deus just got really smart
Good.
there.
Agreed. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I
How
sell.
about this?
I
As
sell
long as you're
5 times my salary.
Yep.
5 times my salary, and then I get commission for 5%
5%,
on everything I
and
sell.
I
If
will
I do
also
not sell
say,
5 times my salary, no commission.
no, if you don't sell under 5 times your salary, you'll still get your standardized base pay off the standardized salary of what you
Of
are
course.
doing.
50 gold a day.
Of course, 50 gold a day. Now, the only problem stipulation we're going to throw into there with this one is if you do the over salary, we're going to put you in a manager type position right here, so you can actually hire whoever you want, but they will have to follow under technically the exact same rule as you are, a minus 20%. So we're going to give you
Which I would get because
15%.
I hire them and I manage them.
We're giving you 15%. We're going to take 5% out of that just for mandatory and standardized fees because we're doing the processing on this one. But
Okay.
the best
Fair.
part about this is that we're still going to give you the standardized quarter, like every quarter. We're going to give you your standardized bonus of 80% of the standard profit we would have got out of that. So you're still coming out significantly on top. They're taking the legwork out for us.
Deal.
Deal.
She holds her
Okay,
hand out
guys.
to you.
Okay. You guys cool if I shake your hand?
She says, I'm Shauna.
Oh, I'm Deimos. You should totally worship Tempest.
Deimos, did you find Edith?
Oh shit! Also, right before I shake her hand, you have to tell us the last place you saw Hades.
She smiles. She laughs. She says, "Of course, he went off with a young brown-haired girl who was posing as a barmaid here. Now we posers, we who like to work the system, we can tell another when they are trying to work some game as well, an angle. So I could tell. I spotted her at an instant. They went
Okay.
off down back in through the kitchen and the pantry. They never returned.
Okay.
You are so much better than level 20 characters.
Oh my god, you
All
are
of them, to be
literally.
exact.
Oh, you're so good at this game. I'm gonna give her 1,000 gold pieces up front. I'll subtract that now out of
Mhm.
my shit. Like, here's
Okay.
1,000 gold pieces up front.
Mhm.
Please don't. Yeah, all that type of stuff. We're gonna fill you in on everything. Mainly we have a chimichanga guy. He'll fill you in on everything. You do it from there. You know, if you succeed our expectations, we'll probably just keep giving you more money and whatever you really want. To be completely honest, you'll probably be a queen or something pretty soon.
She says, I will shatter all your expectations. I
Oh,
guarantee it.
oh, good. All right, here I'm gonna track this up before I forget.
Okay, so I'm writing down it as hired Shauna to be PR salesman for Chimichanga Empire.
Mm-hmm. I think.
So
she
you
can
point
do
her
it.
over to. You point her over in the direction of where your keep is, and where basically, since you guys rarely come back, Pablo has turned it into like the headquarters of his chimichanga making and tequila enterprise.
And
10%,
yeah.
dear, 10%. I said.
She said 10%.
Plus
We ain't
15%
gonna-
of whatever my employees that I hire and train and manage produce.
Mhm. As long as they meet their goals, and we get
Oh, we will
5%
get along
out of
famously.
that. Oh,
Famously.
fantastic! Oh my goodness, let's make a pyramid scheme together. But she's
Okay.
starting at the top, so she'll do so good.
She smiles. She takes the cart, basically like the hotel cleaning cart with all the spray bottles and the extra towels and stuff that she was pushing behind her, in front of her. She kind of takes it and she goes over to the edge of the balcony because you guys are like on the balcony of the upper floor, right? And she grabs it, right? And she chucks the thing over the railing and just drops it down like to the story below. right? And the bartender looks up and he says, "What are you doing, you crazy bitch?" And she says, her finger just shoves pointed at him. She says, "I quit. I quit.
Don't
I
you-
quit. I quit."
Don't you
She
fucking talk
goes
to my
storm-
employee like that. I will beat you up, sir.
and she goes storming out. She goes storming out of the building.
Oh, cool. Can we? Oh, actually, did we get a long rest last night?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I did. Let's be honest. I'm not 100% sure. I'm wondering if
You know what? You know what?
there just to make it a little easier.
The tentacles were infused.
If he's cool with that.
Druidic energy.
Sure. No, we'll give the long rest. Why not?
I shook so much I revigorated my muscles.
It was a very uneasy sleep. Like, you got your spells and stuff back, but you feel pretty shitty.
I'm like a cat that's like on edge. I jump at everything. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. All right, what are you guys doing?
I wait for Deimos to like tell us what's up and like where's the magnificent mansion. I mean, Adis. Yes, Adis.
He went in the cellar area thing that you totally told me about with some lady who was a scammer. It wasn't the dude that I paid to go bang him, and I'm very sad about that, to be completely honest. But we should probably go in there because we could probably get our buddy back, and it would not be good if bad stuff happened to him.
You think he's still in the pantry? Oh god, that's the
I hope not, because if he is, that would be one crazy night or one really bad night.
Can you call for him? Can you do a sending?
Yeah, we've our little stones, but I'll
Yeah,
do a
you're
little
not getting a
stone call.
response.
Yeah,
No
he's
response.
not picking up. He's probably dead. I say we get a new bunny rabbit and we name it after him and call it Quits. It'd be so much easier. I'm just joking. All right, let's get up. Let's go. Do we find anything like when we go in the room?
You can go to the pantry. You want to go check it out?
Yeah.
I'll go with you, Deimos. I'll go with you.
Sweet. Oh, man. Oh, Elwin. I meant to
We'll
tell
be
this.
back.
I look you dead in the eyes. I look. I'm like, Elwin. Both my hands on your shoulders. I'm like, hey, I gotta tell you something. You go fuck yourself. Yeah. You bastard. Yeah, just get whatever you want. I'm so happy for you, but you can still fuck yourself.
You don't
Oh man,
understand.
I tell you what.
You don't understand.
Oh, I'm so happy. It's bad. Oh, but you fuck you guys.
Deimos,
Uh,
Deimos.
yeah.
It's a trap. I don't know how it's gonna come back to haunt me, but it's a trap.
Are you serious? Oh shit. This is some elaborate
so.
scheme.
You
Okay.
hear Renly in the background going, so you have an open relationship, dear. Have you met anybody else you like?
Elwin, shut up. It's don't ever say that again. Oh. Elwin, I've got you. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this trap out together. She'll never even catch on.
Who broke the bro code? Who called her?
That was I'm not gonna say Renly, but if there's a name that rhymed. Oh wait, shit. Who actually called her? I don't know.
We'll see how this goes. If it actually goes the way that it seems, I might have to thank her. But if it's a trap,
Oh wait. All I know is this is gonna go really well for you, and you'll be the happiest little fucking bastard for the rest of your life, or we're all gonna die.
one of the two. Where are we going, or why?
I don't know anymore. I just kept thinking about you and your situation, but I'm pretty sure there was something in the pantry. Mainly a dude who usually wears a mask with a scar across his left eye. He likes to.
Oh yeah. Let's go see.
Girls. He likes
Okay.
powerful guys into girls. That's what he said. I believe.
Maybe that guy that you hired to bango took him and kidnapped him.
No,
Or they ran
he
away
wasn't.
together. He liked it, and they ran
Oh,
away, and they're gonna
holy
live
shit.
after.
That's crazy. I never thought a 4 copper piece prostitute would be enough for him. I was wrong. We're gonna stop looking for him because we know he's happy in a bedroom. Oh, I didn't know.
Role play
I
yourself into
chose
not
the right-
looking for him.
I'm pretending I'm Cupid now. I'm just like, I might actually be the god of love, guys. I just figured out the best situation for four combo pieces.
So you guys are still at the table. Eloise leans over to you. She says, "Elwin, dear, I know you have work to do, and there are important things going on in this world. I should be getting back soon as well. Uh, we can talk some other time. It was so good to see you."
So can we look see if she has like a sinister like look?
Yeah, can I roll some
anything?
insight?
Okay, go ahead.
Like-
Roll insight. Go ahead.
Like I'm looking like one of those fucking bat monkeys, which is like fucking wide eyes. I'm just like looking
Roll it,
directly in her face.
She looks very earnest.
I said, okay, I'll get in contact with you.
Okay, Ellen. I think you should just like hint that you're gonna try to marry her. That way she might double guess, marrying us in our sleep.
Say, Eloise, I need to speak to you a little bit later. I will travel to wherever you are.
She says, "Oh, that would be wonderful, dear." And she says, "Go on now. I'm getting to know these girls. They're quite nice, actually."
Oh,
And,
no.
and as she's walking away, you do hear her saying to the girls, she says, "And you do know," she says, "that I am, I've been just elected monarch of the dwarven people. I have a palace and riches." And you see all the girls just gasping and saying, "Oh," just like fawning all over, and there's giggles and laughs, and she says, "Let me tell you some of the things that I'm able to do now." And and as you guys leave, you hear them getting along well. You hear them talking to the girls.
That cannot be good.
Oh, Ellen, it's a lose-lose. She's gonna get stolen from you.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Or
or, oh my goodness, Ellen, you fuck yourself. That's what you can do if it goes the right way. Oh my goodness gracious.
let's go try to find this fucker.
Oh yeah, I forget. I'm looking for any to do with a mask.
Okay.
In
So
the
you guys
cellar.
head into the pantry.
Yeah.
So Elwin, when you rolled high-low when she was standing you with the axe, right? High was she's like massively upset and just like starts swinging at you. Low was she acts that
Oh.
way.
I've never been so happy to roll a 3.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness gracious.
This,
Okay.
might be
Thank you
right,
for
though,
not letting me lucky that.
Because does she mean it or not?
We
Well, we'll
don't
see.
know yet.
This is the best opening for a day ever. Ever!
Don't say that. Deimos would be totally cool if this never happened again.
I'm sorry for my part in this, though. It was the tentacle. I had to do. It was awesome. I thought you could run away, but moving on.
Okay.
Brandy's still
So you get downstairs.
for tea, and
Yeah.
is asking like, so I'm sorry, but I don't remember much about last night. What was our talk about, Eloise and
I think it was about we gotta find
Oh, are you-
Adis with the mask.
Are you going with
That's
them?
what
Are you going with Adis, or are you staying with Eloise?
Oh, this is while they were discussing the stuff upstairs, like between Elvin
yeah,
and
yeah.
Davis. And I'm just going to pour tea and trying to like figure out what I'm missing because I feel like there's something very important that happened. And I'm
I
trying to
slapped it.
backtrack.
I slapped that tea out of her hand super hard. I'm like, no more tea. Ah!
Yeah. So as you ask that question, Eloise is there, and she says, "Well, all I know last night, Renly, is that you called me, and Deimos was there, and I suspect I knew that he was trying to hide what Elvin was doing with these three lovely ladies from me. But I do recall distinctly hearing your voice, and being a dwarf, I do know the sound of a heavily intoxicated individual." And she says, "You were well into your cups. I should put it that way."
Oh, the last thing I remember
You were
was the Elven King. We were trying
I did not
to...
I saw no Elven King or heard from him, but you were having quite a merry time the last I heard.
All right. Oh well. Hmm. Maybe I'll cast divine truth and find out. But
Don't even
Dear,
worry about it.
that's when Deimos comes down and and he goes charging down, grabs Elwyn, and you're basically the guys are gonna go downstairs together. Renly says, Eloise says, Renly, before you go, please do not leave anywhere without first transporting me back. My people are waiting for me. I should be headed back soon.
did you want company? And I nod towards the other girls. Have you traveled a bit? Eloise is wonderful company.
She says,
What
"Oh,
if I
girls,
t- I
would
wanna
you
say-
like to see my jewels and my royal my royal entourage?" And the girls are quite interested, actually.
They're quite well developed in more ways than one. I wink at them. I turn into a tree, and then I do transport air plants again.
All right. So, Ellen, what are you saying? Ellen, what'd you
Nothing.
say?
I don't know what to say.
He has too much
Or
blood
think.
rushing to his boner right now.
There is no blood in my brain at the moment. I'm just gonna turn to Deimos and say, by the way, what's up with all those marks on your butt?
Don't even fuck. Oh, I should probably put my clothes on, shouldn't I? I've been walking around naked all day.
You really
So-
have.
I'm gonna
So-
put my
so,
clothes on.
So, Renly transforms into a tree and she casts a spell. The portal opens up within her torso. Eloise comes over. She gives you a warm hug, Elwyn, and a kiss on the lips, and she says, "Don't be long, dear." She says, "We have dangerous days ahead, and I do long to see you again."
I'm gonna point at my crotch so she can see.
She says, "Yes, that is what I mean." And she smiles, and she says, "Girls, I'll be waiting on the other side if you wish to come. You are all invited to my my caravan." And she walks through the gateway. Blonde number one, she doesn't have a name yet, stands up. She giggles. She says, she comes over. She pecks you on the cheek, and she says, "Thanks for a great night. It was awesome. And your girlfriend is so cool. I'm gonna go see a palace. She's a queen. Did you know that?" She says, "See you later." And she turns around and she darts through the portal.
Like where this is going.
The elven chick stands up. You know, she's acquired like a smallish kind of robe that she has draped over herself, and she gets up. Her hair is still kind of tousled from the night before, and she looks at you and she smirks. She says, "You're a lucky guy." And she winks at you, and she turns around and she walks through the portal. And the last one that stands up, kind of this kind of like half bored look on her face, and she says, she says, "Well, not that I'm impressed by a queen or anything, but it's got whatever's on the other side of this doorway has got to be more exciting than this drab town." She says, you know, like, and she looks at you and says, "No, call me sometime. It'd be kind of fun." And she walks through the portal also.
And Elwyn, next time you see your girlfriend, she's gonna be traveling with 3 female heads on pikes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or she has a harem.
Owen, I got this note for you right here. You might want to read it.
Does it say fuck you?
Bro, yeah, go fuck yourself.
All right, you guys all head off down to the back to where the pantries are, and the barkeep points to you and says, "Yeah, you can walk back there. Just don't take anything, all right? And don't mess anything up. Don't get shit anywhere. Don't touch anything with your grubby hands, all right? This is a hygienic, well-inspected, and law-abiding facility.
Cool. Yeah.
Understand me?"
Yeah. Oh, of course. Laws and
Alright.
hygienic.
That's right. That's right. Food inspectors come through here and they love the place. Okay. So you guys walk back to the the back room, and you see that the pantry is kind of, it's like this open area, and there's two in the room. There's two doors. So there's an open pantry, and inside there's a bunch of grains hanging off the walls, and there's two doors, one on the left and one on the right inside the pantry. The pantry's a 5 by 5 room, and there's a door to the left and there's a door to the right. Which you gather are different storage areas in the pantry.
I'm gonna take a look around, see if I see any signs of a struggle, if my Batman senses tell me anything.
Okay. All right. You do notice that several of the bags of grain have been tossed over just slightly, are just out of order. And you look at it and you see some trackings on the ground, leading to the door to the left.
Is there a butt imprint, like if somebody was having gay sex here?
You don't see anything like that, no.
Look a little bit harder.
Help me, Deimos.
Well, I will actually also look for this.
Uh-huh.
What
I
are
see
you
it.
doing?
It's right there.
I popped my head.
Point at the floor, just in a general sense. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Trust me, guys. I found it.
Why are you looking at that urine stain?
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, I don't. It's what. Yeah, don't worry
That's
about it.
rat poop. That's rat urine.
There's a lot of rat urine for a healthy home food inspected place.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna relocate to another room.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we see anything like more like super duper out of the ordinary that like we'd be able to pick up from something that could have possibly happened to this Adamus dude?
I look for alchemical devices or technological devices because I'm a gnome, goddammit.
No, but you do notice that like I said, both pantry doors are closed. So, it's one to your left and one to your right.
Knock, knock,
open,
open door.
yeah.
Knock, knock, open door.
Which one are you opening?
First left one.
Okay. As you open the door to your left, you walk in and the door creaks open, and you see that the sign of scuffle is real here. The provisions on the wall are fallen off. There's a big mess on the ground, and tied up on the ground is a man. His arms wrapped up behind it, tied behind his back, his mouth gagged. His all he's wearing is he's wearing like leather pants and a leather vest, and he has a big hairy chest, and he's struggling around the ground like he's been there for a while trying to get out.
Did they do this to you? I'm so sorry. Let me take you free.
Hey,
Deimos, you recognize it as
I
the guy
paid
that
you
you hired last
4
night.
copper pieces.
He's there.
I ungag him.
He says, Man, I was gonna make the move you told me to make, and then this crazy lady comes in here and she just gonna go and tie me up. Man, that's not cool.
I tell you what, I love how you talk. Second off, I'm sorry that happened to you. Third off, is what the fuck happened with this crazy lady who tied him up?
Did you hear anything? What happened?
I don't know, I heard some crazy sounds going on from out that way, but I've been stuck in here for all fucking night long, man. All fucking night long. That was worth a lot more than 4 copper.
Alright, you're right.
I didn't even get my rocks off.
Here's 3 more copper pieces. Don't spend it all in one place.
There is a
Stand up to
lady
you.
outside named Shauna. Go to her. She will have work for you.
He puts his finger in your chest, Deimos, and he goes, "That's right. You pay me."
Oh.
And he storms out the door.
Oh yeah, you got me with that 7 copper pieces. Oh, you got me real good. Hope I don't. I learned from this one. Thank you, sir, for teaching me what to do.
He saunters out. There's definite swagger in his head and in his shoulders as he walks away. And other than that, there's nothing in the room.
Davis, are you sure we couldn't have used him for the chimichanga factory? I mean, Shauna could have used some employees who do not know the
To
better
be
use of
honest,
money.
we could have bought him for like 3 copper pieces. I don't think he's gonna be worth it. I mean, this is just me thinking here. He literally said he would do anything for 2 copper pieces, and I felt bad, and I thought he was joking, but he was not.
All right. So so there's nothing else in the room other than the sign of a struggle that because he's been tied up all night long. We're gonna shift gears real quick to Adis.
Is he still traveling?
Where am I at now?
I
you're-
mean, like, jeez.
You guys have stopped.
Oh, okay.
You guys are beginning to slow down. You've been traveling at a high speed basically for the for half the day,
Okay.
and you
As long as
hear
I'm not in Rapnish, it's okay.
okay. You hear her stop, and you're in a shadowy area. The area that you're in is like it's. You can tell that this is a native ethereal thing. Like as you've been traveling along and observing around you, in the ethereal realm, it's partially present in reality. So you can see and hear some things that are going on in reality, as like I said, as almost as you're looking through a cloudy glass or something like that. But there are things that are native to the ethereal realm. And this large creature, you can't see because of how you're faced, so it's behind you. You're facing backwards while she's facing forwards.
Okay.
You see, she slows down, and you can see the shadows kind of spreading around you, and the darkness. You hear her speaking. What languages do you know?
I know. Let's see here. Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Oh wow, yeah. So she's speaking Abyssal.
Okay.
And you hear her saying, it's just good Soglav. I am transporting the one that Our Lady has requested. Just, you know your role here. And you hear this voice kind of rumble back to you. She says, I do. And I will be watching. She says, very good. Very good. I don't know who or what is behind us, but you keep watch. Says, Our Lady be praised. Be praised indeed. And then you
Can I touch my staff?
your hands are bound pretty tight at your side. Your staff would have been on your back at the time, so it's kind of hard to bring it around. What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm just wondering if I can touch it. Can't use it if I can't touch it. So.
You'll have to roll me It's okay. So, what you gather is, well, first of all, this thing is very tight around you, so it's going to take you a strength check to just get your arm into the right spot where it needs to be. But then it's also going to take a sleight of hand check to see if you can do it without her noticing.
Right. No,
If you're
I
trying
was
to do it
just
without her
wondering
noticing.
if I could just touch it without struggling much. But if
No.
I can, it's
No, you can't. You cannot.
okay.
Okay. As the shadow,
You know, there are much safer ways to go about traveling like this, I say in Abyssal.
as the shadow begins to fade, and you speak a little bit, she pauses, and she turns to you. And you see her reddish eyes just kind of glaring down at you, and she says, "Have something to say, have we?"
I had to talk with a tail over my mouth. In
I
Abyssal.
I see, of course, dear. You see her reach her hands down, and she clasps them, intertwines them with your hands again, and she holds them tight. And her fingers intertwined when each with yours, and as she does that, her tongue that she has been wrapped around your face just unwinds and comes back around. The rest of your body is still bound, but she's there holding your hands, and her tongue, the rest of the length of her tongue is wrapped around you, and she's looking at you, a curious look on her face. And she can speak even with her tongue hanging out of her mouth. She says, "Yes."
9th level time stop.
Okay, you can do that with just verbal.
Yep, it's just verbal.
All right.
Ugh.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. She does no counter spells. I'm just gonna roll it to see what kind of result she gets. So she needs a 19. She fails.
Alright, so I get 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see. The spell ends if an action used during this period or any effects that you create during this period affects a creature other than you or an object that is being worn. But now that I can speak, and I can move my hands.
Well, she's holding your hands.
Oh yeah, she is holding my hands.
Yeah, her
Is
is
it a vice grip?
yeah, it's intertwined in each of your hands. It's a
I mean, you're still
very tight grip.
restrained at the moment.
What's up?
You're still restrained at the moment because of a tongue and her hands. Oh god.
Oh, it's alright. Just looking for the shit. For my first action,
Okay.
teleport. It's
Okay.
verbal only.
All right.
And she would be non-willing unless she's going to come with me, and I'm teleporting right into the middle of the tavern.
Okay.
But that's on a different plane.
It takes me to the location I want. It would take me out of the ethereal plane.
Go into trance you and up to 8. So I'm linking the spell just to see what the effects are here.
Wait, no, hold on. Not
No,
that one.
you-
Nope,
you-
nope, not that one. Because it has to be the same plane.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there we go. For my first action, I will use Far Step and teleport myself 60 feet away from her.
Hold on 1 second here. Far step. Self concentration 1 minute. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. On each of your turns before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to teleport in this way again. Okay. Alright, as you vanish from the spot, you appear 60 feet away. Your hands are freed, and you're what do you call it? You're out of her grasp, but you can still feel for some reason. You can see her far away, but you can still feel like a kind of constriction around your arms.
Oh, that is weird.
Interesting. Alright. Let's see, that's 5th level. Alright, so let me mark that off. Alright, now I will blow a 7th level and I will teleport myself to the tavern in this place.
Mm-hmm.
For the second round.
Okay.
And then where is that spell? And then I will cast.
While he thinks what's going on, what did I miss?
Time stopped. Far stepped out of her hold. Teleported back in the ethereal plane, but to the tavern, and has one more round. Oh, but he moved more than 1,000 feet away from that location, so time stop has ended. So, but
Yeah.
she's way the fuck away.
Yeah.
As long as he
Yeah,
made
the
it to
time stop
tavern.
would have ended the moment I landed
Mhm.
for my teleport.
Okay. Alright. So you arrive back in the tavern. You're still in the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I forgot my beer. I'll be right back.
And
You arrive and back in the tavern, and you can see there. You look down and over, and you see Deimos and Renly talking to a hairy, bare-chested man. And you see Deimos pass him some coins, and the man kind of like just like saunters away.
Okay,
I mean-
I cast plane shift and plane shift back into the material plane.
Are we very familiar with this tavern? Otherwise, you might need to roll for the.
I've been there.
No, I mean like versus very familiar or associated object for teleport.
Let me see here real quick. Plane shift.
That's up to him.
Plane
Oh no,
shifts.
this is teleport for to get back to the
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's up to
Imperial
him.
Plane
That's up to
Tavern.
Yeah, he was there. I'm okay with that. I just want to see
Awesome.
where's plane shift.
Oh, I can't link it.
I don't see it in your spell sheet. Where is it?
I thought I had it on there. Do I not have it on there? I must not have it prepared. Never mind. Then if I can't move my arms, I can't plane shift.
As you get this far away, you can feel the binding on your arms begin to loosen a little bit, but it's it's still the reality, the presence of it is still there.
All right, I will. Am I standing next to Rinley?
Yeah, and well, you're in the ethereal.
Roughly.
She's in the
Yeah, roughly
pretty
speaking.
close, pretty close.
All right, I'm gonna double cast here. One of the spells I'm gonna cast is sending because it does go across planes.
Okay.
But it has a 5% chance of failing.
Okay, so roll a d20. Yep, it goes.
Okay. So that's a 3rd level, and then there was another spell. Can I move at all?
In the ethereal realm,
Like
yes.
you said it was loosening a bit. Can I
Yeah.
get a hold of my staff?
Yes. That's
Okay.
okay. Yeah, you can.
I'll get a hold of my staff and I'll plane shift back into the
Yes.
material realm while after sending a message to Renly saying, "Shit hit the fan, incoming."
Wait, what?
You can respond to this message.
And that is my response. Wait, what?
Okay.
And I look around. Incoming! Ada said incoming!
And then bursting out of the other pantry room that you haven't opened yet, you see Adis just like cracking through the door as he plane shifts into your realm. He looks like he's been wrapped up in a tongue for for the last about 20 hours.
Ada, how were they? Oh, okay. Would you like breakfast?
No, I would like to kill a bitch.
Oh, it went badly. Did you?
Oh
Miss
no,
Eloise,
we're
that
going
you were-
outside right now, and someone's casting gate, and a demon bitch is getting her ass stomped into the ground.
Which? Oh, you mean
Yeah, that
literal.
demon bitch. Apparently, I have in some way pissed her off because she's sitting, and I modify Renly's memory to show her what happened.
Okay. All right, so Renly, surging through your mind are Adis's recollections from the night before.
I did not need to see any of this. Oh God. If
What?
they brain bleach. Oh God.
I asked Renly if there was a lot of butt play.
There's a lot of tongue. Oh God.
7 charges for playing.
There are a few things worse than this. Ew.
Oh, no.
Alright, I
Oh.
cast a message, which is 3rd level, so I need to mark that off. Okay. Oh, and I cast a teleport, and I cast time stop.
Okay, what are you doing?
Well, she knows everything that happened, so I'm pretty sure. Oh, and some demon, ethereal monster, shade beast demon, she sent it to come kill you all. Her little minion that she tried to kidnap me. Yeah.
From what I'm
She
seeing,
specifically
it sounds like
specifically told it to ravage someone named Deimos.
Mm.
But the
I'm not
translation
seeing
could be
it.
off because she was speaking in Abyssal.
Oh, that'd be bad for her because, you know, you wouldn't want to bang me.
I cast
Joke's on
greater
her.
restoration on my memory
Oh.
to get that
Oh.
modified memory out.
Oh.
This
Oh,
you.
I can remove it.
That's
Wait a
okay. And but
second.
then I turn towards you and I say,
Renly, roll a wisdom check.
Alrighty.
I'm just thinking something here real fast.
As you cast greater restoration on yourself to remove the modified memory, your
Oh.
actual memories from the previous night return.
No.
I freeze.
And then you look at Deimos. Deimos is standing there.
I
Daniel
freeze. I
flashes
say nothing.
away
Wait, what spell did you
Backward.
cast?
Slowly.
Greater
I'm just
restoration.
Uh,
Backwards slowly. and you just see a single teardrop just go down Damos's left eye.
So I guess I'm not the only one who had an interesting night.
I am
Nothing
so
happened.
sorry, Deimos. Oh God.
You know, Deimos, anytime someone says nothing happened, something happened.
It's true. It's so true.
So what happened?
I'll tell you what
Tell.
happened. So I just heard that there was possibly,
Oh,
there's one
God.
chump over here got sucked up by a demon bitch. What would hypothetically happen if there was 3 other ladies who were hypothetically just playing along to get to somebody, and then they're with their lady, and they're all demon bitches? What if they're all demon bitches?
Wait, what?
Those 3 ladies that were hypothetically, quote unquote, could have possibly been with them, but not really, because we're not going to talk about it.
Should we
What?
check with
He's
Shauna?
suggesting that
Shauna?
the chicks he's suggesting the chicks that Elwyn slept with could have been working with her.
Yeah, no, I'm calling Shauna because she recognized that one on site, right? So Shauna would probably know if the other as well. So, oh
and
God.
I would know if she's legit just by looking at her.
Okay.
Potentially.
You're calling Shauna?
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna take you a little while to track her down. She was already left. She's going to the She's probably at your keep by now.
Oh wait. Oh, she traveled over. Crap. Okay.
Well, your keep is in the same town, so
Yeah. No, I mean like she's no longer in the tavern.
no, she's not at the
So
tavern
okay.
anymore. No.
You damn it. Is there sending stone at the keep?
Yeah, sure.
There is? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I will call up. I'll be like, Shauna, pick up Shauna. Shauna,
Someone killed
there is a
Shauna.
stone that's ringing. You have to pick it up and say hello to it.
Hello, this is Bright Lord's Emporium of Chimichangas and wonderful Master Tequila.
We need
This is
Shauna.
Pablo
It's
speaking.
urgent. Pablo, Shauna, new chick.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Who am I speaking
Hold it
to?
up the other way.
Ah,
This is Renly.
oh, Renly. Says, it is so good to see you, my friend. Yes. What are you calling for?
We need to talk to Shauna, the new chick.
Oh, she's already at work. She's doing some pretty wonderful things. She has designs and paintings, and she's making contacts. It's great, I tell you.
Yes. Oh, that is wonderful news, but it's an emergency. Hurry. Eloise might be at stake.
Very good, I shall. Yes. Hey, Shauna, there is a lady here, Renly. She wants to speak to you. And Shauna comes in like, yes, Renly.
I look into the stone.
I present it to Elwyn.
Does she look normal?
Can you tell through a stone?
I can see through any illusion or shapeshifting.
You have to be there in
gave
person.
me the power.
You have to be there in person. You have to be there in person.
Okay. All right.
I hold it up to them to ask the question.
I'm gonna say hi. You remember me from yesterday? 3 girls.
I do.
That was-
yes.
That
I
was
take it. I
today.
take it that these lists that I have in front of me indicate that you are one of my employers as well.
Yeah, I'm the fire god. And well, anyway, back to the 3 girls. Were they scam artists like the one that you saw leave with the dude with the scar?
I mean, working girls.
Yeah.
The kind that try to work someone over, a young man after they've had, some nightly festivities.
Yeah, but worse.
She, she says, not worse. They're party girls. They do like to see a good time, but they've.
Oh, they saw a good time.
She smiles. She says, yes, let's say they did. She says, no, the worst they've ever done is, gotten a little bit ambitious with a man's bar tab.
Okay, that is very good to hear. I'm gonna roll some insight.
Okay. Well, best you can tell, she's being straightforward. That she has no reason to lie to you.
And then I say, and Shauna, I hear very good things, and I would like to welcome you to the team.
She says, "My pleasure." She says, "Elwyn, sir, she says, I will do good work for you."
I do not doubt it. And all right,
Okay.
get to it. Thanks.
She says, "I will." All right, and she places the stone down. All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna weave a sending spell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna send it to that stupid bitch. And it's gonna essentially say, "Tell your mistress I'll be calling soon to settle the tab for your disrespect."
What does Albrecht say back?
And I say you may not respond to this message.
Okay.
Albrecht does not respond.
Oh God. From the memories though, Edith, it seemed like she was just telling that thing in front of you that you could really see to look out for people that were following behind you.
Shh.
What?
Assure you. No, she was taking me north. I'm pretty sure she works for the demon bitch we're gonna kill.
Did
Oh.
she happen to say her like how usually evil masterminds lay out their plan right before they do it when they think that you're like helpless? Did she happen to
pretty
do the
much.
speech?
Did she
Yeah,
monologue?
and she had my mouth covered, right? And I was like, meh, 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 meh. And then she uncovered my mouth like a dumbass talking shit. And I was just like, time stop. And then I feeble-minded her. Then I kicked her in the crotch and then teleported back here to you guys.
So that was a no, correct?
Yeah,
That-
she was.
that
Oh no,
was
I
a
didn't
no.
see the. I didn't see the demon. I didn't see the.
You wait
I didn't see
until
her
the
boss.
monologuing and then you plane shift out, dear.
Well, I couldn't get my staff at the time because I was kind of being tongued.
Rookie
Oh
mistake.
God.
Always wait to the end of the monologue to timestamp.
Yeah. You're probably not the best person to be giving advice about interactions with women,
What are you
Deimos.
talking about? I'm the best with women.
That's why every one of them we run into wants to kill you.
What are you talking about? Your mom does not want to kill me.
I don't want to kill you. I mean, I'm
Well, of course
sorry,
my mom
Deimos.
Of course my mom doesn't.
Stay.
Of course.
Oh my goodness.
It
I'm
is-
just-
it
I'm
is-
just gonna stand.
Yes.
It is perception check.
Sure. Deimos, of course my mom doesn't want to kill you. She's been dead for about 200 years.
Yeah, I know.
Perception. There we go.
Yeah, it's really obvious to you the extreme awkwardness that's going on between Renly and Deimos right now. She says, "I don't want to kill you."
So.
Oh, while they're talking, I'll go back and put on my clothes and grab my stuff.
Oh yeah.
I cast. I cast friends
Okay.
and be like, "Hey, Renly,
I cast
So what happened
anti-magic
last night?
field and rip his head off. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what's happening.
you don't even know what I'm
Cage
casting."
Cage match.
Cage match.
Oh.
Anti-magic field.
No,
Rip
she
the-
gets rolls.
Yeah, she does.
Are you
but
casting
not
friend on Renly?
kind of.
No, you just cast it and you gain advantage on charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, "So Renly, so what happened last night?"
The memories make her immune to that spell.
Yeah, actually, how does this work?
No,
if
she dispelled it.
no head. Like, can he actually talk when he has no lungs to push air out through his mouth?
Well, you know the Elven King, Lothrelian. Well, I've been invited to his place for tea parties. It is quite excellent.
Yeah, I already knew that. That has nothing to do with Deimos.
Yes, your question was about last night, and
Yeah.
that is what happened. Yes.
I'm gonna step
Yeah.
in and say, The only thing that happened is she broke the bro code and called Eloise over
I
when I was with some ladies,
remember.
and
It was the
now she
butt
feels
time.
ashamed of it.
Butt
And
time.
Deimos tried to stop it in the morning, and just shit went down, but it backfired because I'm gonna
Deimos,
have
why
a
are you
foursome
covered
soon.
in
I thought
giant
you had an
hickeys?
open relationship, Elwin.
Deimos,
I thought she
Deimos.
knew.
What's up?
You never got dressed. You're only covered from the waist down. Hey Deimos, why are you covered in giant hickeys?
It's
all over.
because
I was trying to invite Eloise over for a celebratory orgy for Elwin,
Yeah,
and it didn't.
that's
Oh my
exactly
God!
the
I should
story
never
I'm
drink.
sticking with.
So you're
so
saying
I'll tell
the
you what.
orgy wound up being you and Deimos?
No, that's weird. Why would you ever say anything like that? So let me tell you exactly what happened. So
I
I'm
banged
pretty
him.
sure.
That's what happened.
Oh, we're sticking to that story. It's a lot less humiliating. Yeah, I just got railed really bad.
Railed by what?
By Elwin.
Elwood, are you gay or something?
Ah, so I knew you were guys. I mean, there's no need to
Yeah.
hide it. We're all friends here.
You were not hiding. I literally just told you to your face, and you just keep asking questions like you're iffy about it.
Well, you keep
Good
dodging
faith,
it all the
Elwood.
time when
He'll
I
never
try to
catch
hook you
on.
up.
There is something known as privacy. Not everyone wants
Yeah,
a lot of
why would I tell
families
you
to
about all
share
this
and
stuff?
overshare.
It's kind of weird.
Well,
I mean,
you
if
tell
you
us
didn't
about
know
all
everything.
the women you fuck and then they try to kill you. So
Hey
I
Deimos,
have
let's go.
never actually
Let's go
done
grab your
that.
stuff.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna go walk away
I will
from
join
you
you.
now.
We spent a
and
lot of
grab
time
my
together.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and we're gonna go, do that stuff. Oh my gosh, guys, I think he totally fell for it. Oh, wait,
Insight-
that's
can I
embarrassing.
insight that?
You gotta tell me
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really
Roll inside.
happened, Deimos.
Roll inside.
You don't even.
Oh,
wanna
Deimos.
fucking...
Deimos.
Oh,
Deception.
I got this. Yeah, I'm gonna show him my dick. I just, it's, I don't even give a shit. He'll never actually know. He knows I'm probably lying, but all he's gonna get is a big fat dick in his face.
Deception check.
Depends on how good your deception check is.
This sir is
Well,
dick rape.
we'll give you a +5 for the dick. He still lose.
Yeah. So you see, I'm lying to you right now, but I'm still gonna show you my dick, and you're talking to me with my dick's out. So I'm
So
pretty sure that
Adis,
makes you a
it
little
is
bit
it is
weird.
likewise covered in red welts.
Do you want to check every one of them out? I spread my ass cheeks and show him my ass cheek welt.
Mage, and when he spreads his
You
ass,
in there
mage
right
hand
around my
finger in his
butthole area.
butthole.
Yeah,
You
you see
mage
that
finger.
butthole area?
Mage finger in his ass.
Oh, I will
God.
never heal you again, sir. You're
Why
gonna
did
die
it
now,
happen?
I
apparently.
thought you were into guys.
No, bro.
Then
I'm
why
pretty
did
sure
you
that's
let
called
Elwin?
rape.
Then
That's
why'd
like
you
saying,
let-
"Hey, I'm into girls," or I'm a chick that's into dudes, and any dude can just stick their finger in my butt. I'm pretty sure that's rape. So yes, you're gonna
then
die
why'd
now.
you
It's
you
cool.
let
Oh, it's
Elwin
cool.
plow
No,
you
it's-
last
it's-
night?
Oh, that didn't happen. You totally saw through that. I just want
Ah.
to show you my dick, but it's okay. I'm not gonna
So
judge
you
you on
just
this one.
like flashing guys.
What happened
So,
to you?
so
last
Elwin,
night?
you've got your gear back on already, right?
Yeah, I went to
Yeah,
go grab it.
you're coming back down the stairs. Deimos, you're still ungeared, and now you're spreading cheeks.
1
Renly and
minute has
Adis.
passed, right?
you're-
So do I become hostile?
All right, yeah. So the minute comes up, Renly. So you're because of the friend spell is over. But as that happens, you guys, Elwin, as you're coming down the stairs, you notice that there's a gentle that something is going on. It's like the cups on the tables as you walk down into the bar area. A couple of them are rattling as they sit flat on the table.
Shut your butthole, Deimos. Look what you're doing.
Oh shit! My bad. Oh, it's closed.
Okay.
I'll take a look around.
Yep. As that happens, it's like the edges of your vision begin to darken as the light begins to drain from the room.
We should really leave.
Right now, the cups and all the mugs and stuff on the tables and the whole room is beginning to tremble
We
as
should leave right now.
the tables and the chairs begin to rattle. The cups are rolling off the tops of countertops, breaking on the ground. You hear some screams. People are leaving the building. room
Elwin,
gets
you
darken
done
even
yet? We need to go.
Well, Deimos still doesn't have his shit.
James, do you need your shit?
I keep putting my shit back on.
You have it with you? It's up in the. Is it up in the
Oh,
room?
I run to my room and keep
All
putting
right.
my shit.
As you start rushing up the stairs. Oh, this is our picture from last week or last time.
Crack, bullet, laser for the win. I remember this.
Oh yeah, they're riding Adis, and you had the you speared Cricket Ride. Okay, I remember that. Okay, so here's. Okay, so here is the overview of the bar area. Like this. Like this. Okay. So there's tables throughout the bar. The bartender area is here. Okay. The stairs going to the upstairs balcony are right here. Okay. It comes around here like this. Entrance to the bar is here. Doorway to the bar is there. It goes back here. Entrance to the back rooms where the pantry and stuff are here. Okay, there's more tables. Elwyn, you had just come down and you're like here, you're walking in between the bar tables and stuff. Deimos, you go naked, rushing back upstairs. Adis, you and Renly were over here in this area talking.
Just to be clear, Deimos is running upstairs, but naked, except for his shield strapped to his back.
Oh, obviously.
He had no shield.
No, he didn't have the shield. He couldn't cast because. Oh wait.
He rolled a 20 on his investigation to find a rod.
A nail. That's right. He found a rod of iron, so he had the verbal somatic material.
I do want to point out the one thing I will argue out of all my stuff is the little brass knuckles I got on. I don't think Deimos has ever taken those off.
That
all right, sure. Yeah, the knuckles that came from your god, sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, and Deimos, up in front as you're rushing up the stairs, as the room begins to darken, the whole area is growing black and things are shaking, and stepping out of the ethereal right in front of you is this creature. A burst of heat and flame just pummels down in front of you as this thing steps into view right in front of you. At the top of the stairs, accompanying it is an unearthly screech. Okay.
Here, let me fix my AC real fast.
Oh, yeah, let's make sure the combat tracker's all good.
The screech is Deimos' butthole.
I'm back. That's what popped up in the middle of the bar.
It's popped up on the stairs in front of Deimos as Deimos is trying to run up the stairs. So Deimos is here running up the stairs. This pops up on the stairs right in front of Deimos. It's staring him in the face. And as that happens, you hear similar bursts of scream and flame around the room as these things step in from the ethereal realm. One there, and one there. All right, they're covered in fire and flame. Okay, roll initiative.
This bar is so getting wrecked.
Okay. Deimos, the creature in front of you actually rolled highest. So.
All right. What you gonna do, you little bitch? You tried to hit me.
You say if you are naked.
Oh crap! Let me fix this real fast. Sorry.
Oh yeah, your armor is shit.
You have
Your
no
AC.
armor. You have
Your AC is like 10 plus.
What?
dex.
It's just 10, right? 10 plus dex. So 14.
14.
I got 14. Yeah. Oh no! I got 15. I got 16 armor right now, just because I have the ring.
Okay.
Am I supposed to have that death word, Deimos?
Yeah. I have you, Renly, and me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait. When did you cast that?
Oh, just straight in the morning. When the I thought Ellie was
Wait,
gonna murder all of us.
You were naked and you couldn't
Oh,
you
you're
didn't have
right. I have nothing. Let me get rid of these. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just so used to having that on people. Sorry. So if we all die, yes, stuff and things.
Oh, hey, Midas.
Yo.
Since I got away, how long's it been? Oh no, it's definitely been longer than that. Never mind.
All right, so Deimos, this thing, this creature in front of me. Let me just double check what its abilities are real quick. All right, so this creature
says superpowers.
made out of flame just appears into view in front of you.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, bird me, you little bitch? Actually, don't do that. It'd be probably not good for my health.
1 second here. Where's my? "30-foot radius aura, 30-foot radius aura." Actually, first time. Okay. 2d10. Okay. You're as this thing bursts into view in front of you, the temperature in the room just skyrockets. And Deimos, you and let's see here, 1, 2, 3, Elwyn and Deimos. Okay, so all of you guys are within range of one of these creatures' aura. And instead of flame, though, the pain is searing in a different way. You guys all take this in radiant damage.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh,
STD
shit.
damage.
We're getting hit by gods.
Ow.
Okay. All right. Now this thing in front of you, Deimos. He is going to intensify his aura in front of you. And so you are the only one who's affected by it directly. Make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you succeed the saving throw, but so you take half this in damage,
Whew.
and you don't take any of the effects on you, the negative
Alright,
effects
sweet.
on you.
Let me add
So,
that in.
as you get 24.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so that was his Searing Flare attack. And then he is going to from his hands, two rays of flame come bursting out at you. This is basically, or 3 rays. This is basically a Scorching Blast attack at you. So 3 rays of this. Miss, I think 1 hits. Or what's your AC? 15?
Yeah.
Did
I
he cast a
16.
spell?
But the automatic, so I got 2 hits on me.
Is
Seriously?
it just an innate ability, or did he cast a spell?
It's the equivalent of a spell. Scorching Ray. Scorching Blast.
Counter spell.
60 feet? Are you within 60 feet?
If I can.
I'd say he's just
Your
out of
call.
range. Yeah,
I'll
he
go
is
ahead
65.
and do it.
Okay. Counterspell?
Yeah.
Okay, so just roll intelligence check. You need like a 15.
I appreciate
Charisma?
you guys. You guys are
Yeah, or
great.
charisma check, yeah. Okay, you're good.
Oh, you guys are
Alright,
amazing.
it just nullifies in his hands. Alright, Elwyn, your turn.
Oh wow, they're not immune.
Yeah, it's radiant flame, I think, not normal flame.
Shit, I've been muted this whole time. Sorry, guys. So I quicken the Elwyn Super Firebolt, and no, I bypass all immunities.
Okay.
Oh right.
And then I'm gonna run up to my friend Deimos, and
Yeah,
I
bro.
will cast a Dimension Door.
Oh.
And
You read my mind.
I am going to grab Deimos and just tackle him through my Dimension Door. The other side of the portal is in his room, where all of his shit is.
Okay, you guys fall into the same bed together.
Yes.
No homo. High five, bro.
Adis, your turn.
Oh, I am wrecking this fucking tavern. True polymorph. Practinic
Okay.
comes to play.
So he's gonna go on your initiative. Here's your character sheets. Your form disappears. And Practinix comes into view. That's the size. Let's see here what size I have him set at. Oh, he's bigger than 20. Alright. You go full on dragon form there. You burst out one of the walls behind you, and you crush the bar there. You're kind of hunched over as you're staying inside the building a little bit, but that's kind of what happened here. The countertop is where you're standing on is just crunched down underneath one of your paws. Your tail is broken through the wall behind you.
Alright. I think.
You still got bonus and movement if you want.
I am going to. Can I, as a part of a move action, move Renly?
Like sure.
Pick her up, like you know how you do that step through someone, but since I'm huge, I want to kind of grab her and kind of set her over the bar as I step between her and that dude.
Okay, I'll say with your bonus, it'll take your bonus to just kind of like swoop her over gently over to the other side of the bar as you step forward.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Aww.
Renly, you get kind of gusted in a gust of wind over as Practinic steps into range of this other creature. Okay? Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, number 2 is going to intensify his aura. So, Adis, you gotta make a constitution saving throw.
Is it magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets advantage, I believe, on because he has a magic resistance, so he gets advantage. You said con save?
Yeah.
Okay, so con save.
Okay, you're good. So you take half this in damage, and not so 20 damage and none of the negative effects. But he is going to Scorching Ray you.
Alright.
Alright, so here it comes at your direction. 1 hit. Fire damage to you. Renly, your turn.
Alrighty, I am.
You'll need to add the 41 radiant because I can't add to Practinic.
Okay. It was half that, so it was
Oh yeah.
yeah. Got it. Renly.
I am going to have let's see. I'm going to have Hydron up here as my action. I'm going to have him appear around here. Let's do that.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, is the bartender in here?
He started running, so he went through the back door. Once the shit started to go down.
And I don't know if this is a door or a window I'm next to.
That's the door going to the back area, the kitchen and stuff.
Alrighty, I'm going to try and open this door. I'm going to bonus action wild shape into an air elemental. I'm going to try to fly up. Because I have a bag of holding, I want to shove as much of his stuff into the bag of holding so that we can get down. Again.
Of
Okay.
what stuff?
Oh,
What?
of Damus's stuff. So I'm wild
They're in his
shaping.
room.
Yeah,
Damus,
I'm
what's
wild
his room?
shaping into an air
where-
elemental. And I'm gonna go up and basically I'm gonna shove stuff into my bag of holding so we can get back down here. And Damus will probably be running around with a shield.
Okay, so
But-
you're wild shaping and you're going to Damus's room.
Indeed, I'm having Hydron slow them down.
Okay.
And yes, I'm going upwards.
Okay, so you're headed in this direction. So in air elemental form, you can go pretty quick.
Indeed, and yes, I'm going to tell them as well. I have a bag of holding. Collect it and dump it in. Davis, get your shield. And that's about it, because I know his armor will take a while.
Deimos and Elwyn, you teleport to your room, which is over here, and Renly
gonna
comes
say-
up here.
Renly,
You see,
Oh.
you see Deimos
Did
and
you-
naked in bed, lying on top of Elwyn.
That was not the time. Oh my god.
Renly,
Wait, really?
Did you-
Why are you also in this bed with us? You.
Get your stuff. We don't have time for you to wear armor. Oh my god, this is a repeat of last night. Oh my god.
Oh gosh! Don't you ever bring up last night again? I'll pick my.
I'm sorry. Just shove your things into the. Well, collect your things.
Yeah,
Hurry!
don't look at me in the eyes.
Aidis
That's
is
so
alone
much
with
disgrace.
Hydran.
All right.
Okay.
so yeah.
All right, so
And that's my turn.
while you're doing that, Hydron gets to go because he's right after your
Hydron
turn.
is going to do his what do you call it? Drown in sorrows, and is going to aim it this
Okay, I
way.
targeted him. All right.
That way. And so he's gonna basically try to get it to be like 15-foot line, but going that way and try and get them. Let's do this.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Okay, and here we are.
I can't use my breath weapon. I will flatten this bar.
Damn
Yeah,
it,
you will.
It did not work. Crap, why is it not working?
That's weird. Let me try it. Here, let me do it. There. Okay, so they both failed. Can you roll damage?
Awesome.
All right, so that.
Oh, and they're prone and restrained for 1 round.
Okay. 36 damage to them both.
Alrighty, and
Got it.
awesome. Yeah, I can't actually apply prone and restraint, but yeah, that's about it.
Got it. Okay.
Yay! Thank you. And that's about it for him.
All right, so this creature number 3, who's in front of Hydron, cannot attack, but he can intensify his aura. So this is a Constitution saving throw on Praktinic, who succeeds, and on Hydron, who fails. Damage goes out, which is full damage to Hydron, half damage to Praktinic, and well, Hydron gains a level of exhaustion.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, Deimos, you're up.
Right, Deimos is gonna burn. You know, it's whatever. It's a normal spell thing. It's going to standardized Super Deimos. Just to speed himself up so he can get back into the fight. He's gonna
Okay.
pick up his shield. And if possible, can I use my other like action-y free and bonus action or whatever it is to kind of like grab Elwyn and Renly and just kind of start sprinting towards the back down?
So you're grabbing just your shield, not the rest of your armor or anything?
Didn't Renly pick that up with her?
Oh no, I'm doing that this next round, so it's not up yet.
All right.
You need your chest piece to cast spells, remember?
Yeah,
don't
you,
need
you
my
need
chest
one
piece.
thing to cast.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
that
right.
was your
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah, so I'll
hey,
pick my crap.
remember that I pray to Tempest now, so you can use me as your holy symbol.
That's true.
Oh. Oh.
So yeah, I'll
You
go.
see this all yellow on top of each other. Oh wow.
Yeah, boy. I'll pick my crap up as fast as I can. Like I know I can't actually put any of my armor really on. But
Yeah.
I'm like just running like a dumb guy carrying way too much shit. But like I'm
Alright.
carrying that shit pretty good and just start
Okay.
sprinting down the hallway.
Okay, so you go down the hallway. Where are you running to on the hallway?
I mean, I figure like out my room down the hallway, start getting towards this.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself.
Bro, why don't you just pick up all your shit and I'll just take us all down there next turn?
Oh, well then yeah. Oh, I thought I was picking. Yeah, I'll pick up all my shit's getting picked up real fast.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm assuming it'd probably take. Even when I'm hasted, it's probably take my whole thing to probably pick my crap
Yeah,
up.
you may be able to grab everything. You manage to slip your hands into a couple of your gauntlets and like that, and you pick up your shield and strap it on your arm. But the rest of it is still loose in your arms.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. So you run up to down the hallway like that, right? Is that where you ran to?
Actually, apparently, I'm staying next to L1 because he wants to teleport.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, I would stay next to him. Yeah.
So as you know, one thing you guys have noticed is that the room has not stopped shaking. Let me see here. As the darkness intensifies, and you can see that now off in the corner of the room, in this direction, this way, shadows have begun to leak through the seams in the wood, in the floorboards, and in the sides of the wall. And the room is the shaking in the room has intensified even more. And as we're back at the top of initiative, bursting through the ethereal realm and tearing up the roof and the walls and everything in that whole corner of the room, you see a large demon, half with a humanoid form, its head cowled in fur, a single eye, greenish eye, bedecking the middle of its head, which looks like it's some kind of canine's head, but its jaw is massive and snarling and basically made out of steel, out of sharp metal. So that's the creature that bursts in through the corner there. It's bathed and swirled in darkness and shadow. Adis, you glancing in that direction, you get a familiar sensation to what you felt when you were in the ethereal realm earlier today.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
This creature is going to.
He's got a metal jaw and he couldn't afford a better loincloth. Look at that shit.
Like, for real, what's his healthcare plan look like?
He charges in and he is going to. Let's see here. He bursts through. He comes in this way, just full on shoving this fire thing out of the way. He charges in here and he locks eyes on Praktinic. He's going to smash at you 3 times with his metal jaw.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Oh my god, we need to get this thing stonged.
Okay, so here's 3 times attacking Praktinic. Hits. Okay, and then on top of that, let's see, was that the psychic damage? Yeah. For some reason the bite damage didn't come through. The bite damage isn't as much. So it's 3 hits. That much in piercing. It's Praktinic.
That's is it magical piercing?
No.
Then I take half.
Okay. Okay.
It's cool.
This fire thing's turn does not recharge its blast attack, but it is going to turn, and he can see Renly there in air elemental form. Let's see, I never actually made you an air elemental, Renly.
Oh wait, am I not in the room with Deimos and all?
Oh, are you? Okay, so you can't.
Yes.
So you can't really see you. He's gonna just turn to the thing that he can see, and he fires 3 sets of scorching rays at you, Adis. Actually,
The Hydron is right next to him, though.
no, it's number 1. Number 1 is shooting at Praktinic.
Oh,
he's
okay,
up on the
never mind.
staircase.
Damn
All
it.
right, so let's see
Am I
here.
close enough to counterspell it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll counterspell it.
All right, roll
Or I'll try.
intelligence.
I'll try anyway.
You just need a DC 15 intelligence check.
Yeah, the way I've been rolling tonight. No, that.
You got 1.
There
All right,
we go.
so that's 1. He fires a second one as well. So it's 3 beams.
Isn't it 3 beams for the one spell though?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But he fires it twice. He casts it twice.
Oh, so I stopped the first
Oh.
one. Okay, cool.
You stopped the first one, so 2
Yeah, I
hits at
can't
you.
counterspell it again.
Okay. Elwin, your turn.
Ready to go, kids?
You caught everything?
Yeah, boy.
All right.
You guys have
Um,
no
I-
idea what you're about to teleport
Yeah,
into.
I assume that we heard all this shit going on.
Yeah,
but
you hear
we don't
the
know.
destruction and the yeah.
I'm totally holding up the bag of holding, which is awkward, but yes.
And I'll actually use my ring of teleportation to get us down there.
Okay.
I'm sure we get shunted off to the side because now
Move
we see
yourselves to
that
where
thing.
you are. Where you're going to.
Well, I would have to the middle of the room, so like under that demon
Yeah.
lord.
So you're like right under his crotch.
Yeah, like
But-
under
Oh, why
his
again?
moth-eaten loincloth.
Sounds about right.
And then now seeing like, oh shit, what
Seeing
the
so
fuck?
much.
I will quicken some firebolts at him.
Okay.
Pew pew pew.
All right. They slam into him in the crotchal area, and you can see stuff just flapping around and being bludgeoned by your flame, your magical flame. Okay, Ada, it's your turn.
Sorry. So I'm gonna go all like ape shit berserko on this motherfucker, and I'm gonna do my multi attack. And to start that off, I'm gonna let out the most bestest dragon roaring, "You done fucked up" I can, and all 4 of them have to make a will save or be frightened of me for a minute, unless they're immune to it.
All right.
And then I'm gonna tear his eye out.
All right. Let me just check real quick to see if. All right. So the big one is immune to frightening. The little ones are not.
Alright, I can do their saves if you want.
Yeah.
That's the one on the stairs, the one below me, the one above me.
Okay. Frightened.
So the stairs. Yeah, the one furthest away succeeded. That makes sense.
Got it.
And then I am going at this dude's eye with my bite and 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
So the bite,
a crit.
natural, fucking 20.
Woohoo!
Die, motherfucker.
All right.
And then 2 claws.
2 hits. All right. Tearing into him, you can see his flesh and fur flying everywhere. You can tell he wasn't expecting to encounter a beast of your size or ferocity. Anything else?
As my turn ends, I say, let's see here. What is it? Settle the. I say your mistress's account is 1,000-fold now.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
The demon above you is going to fire twice. He's going to hold on. Roll. Does not recharge. Is going to fire 2 scorching blasts at you. Which just makes sense that he does this
I'll
because you're
counterspell.
the. All right.
And I'll counterspell one of them too.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you just went, huh?
Well, there's 2 of them, so 1 intellect, 1 charisma. Succeed. Fail. Oh, intellect check.
Wait. Yeah, it's an intellect check.
All right, you're fine. Renly, what are you doing?
Alrighty, I launch it back into Renly, and then I am going to panic and attempt to plane shift this creature in front of me, which will probably not work, but I'm going to try it anyway. If I can not target myself. There we go.
So you're trying to send him somewhere else?
Yeah, to the Feywild. Let's try this out.
Let's see here.
That
Well,
would
let me
not
see.
end well for him.
So it hits, he succeeds though, so it doesn't work. Damn
Okay.
it.
All right,
And
Hydron. What
that's
does Hydron do?
about it. Hydron is going to wail on the one in front of him. So
Alright.
let's do that. If I can get it to work, let's try this out. I think that's a deluge blow. I'm just gonna drop the dice onto it,
Sure.
which should work better. Here we go. Wait, that's not the to hit. Okay, yeah, that's the hit.
Hit. Okay, this water elemental just tears into this skeletal creature. He fails. He's knocked prone. All right.
And 10 feet away, and that's about it.
And washed away. Okay.
That's
Cool.
about it then.
This creature does recharge. Number 3 recharges its thing. So okay, so now it's gonna flare up its aura again. And this hits everybody. So
And the prone and restrained falls off him, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's still prone because that's when he was knocked on his ass.
okay. Targets you. Targets you. Targets you. Targets you. Targets you. All right. Constitution saving throws. Radiant damage. 24 and half to the rest of you. So let's
Okay.
see. If you didn't get hit by that, took half of the rest. So 24.
Hold on, I didn't roll. It didn't roll
What
for me.
was-
What do you need me to roll?
What was the,
Oh,
what
Constitution
was the
saving throw.
target? What was the
So you
target?
succeed. 24 damage. Adis, it was your former Practinic.
Yeah, I know, but what was the target?
DC 18.
though? Oh, 18. Okay.
So, I guess I have to add it to Adis, your dragon.
Yeah.
383. Okay. That's that one. Oh, he also fires a Scorching Ray. Who does he see here? He'll see you, Elwin. Scorching Ray at you.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
One hit.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you're resistant to fire. Deimos, you're up.
Oh, this poor little guy. Oh, I thought that last Baylor dick was pretty big. It'd be a real shame if Deimos, did this to herself.
Okay.
Just start running up, parkour up his leg. I'm gonna grab that schlong. And I'm gonna start pounding that schlong off. Rip that schlong off.
Okay.
So
Deimos, it's totally going to be your fault if we start running into Munich demons.
what'd you say?
But it's going to be your fault if we start running into demon Munichs.
That's cool. I'd be cool with that. Oh shit! I was holding shift down. That's my fault on the last one. Here, can I heal that?
Hold on. Just half of that. I'll just
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
off.
sorry,
a
that's,
chunk of it.
that's my fault. I put my push and talk on shift for some dumb reason. And then just because I'm gonna roll my athletics to let you know I'm pounding into that bitch. And I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna start. This is for the yanking off, trying to start tearing this bitch off. Ooh. It should be at advantage. So here's the other one. So 40. Really trying to rip that little bitch off.
Okay.
He's got the demon's
We're
got
gonna
a
animate
third
it
nut now.
into a new weapon.
All right. All right. That was your turn. Going back up to the top. 1 second. Okay. Deimos, this guy, this creature that you're slamming into his your crotch, roars and shrieks in pain. You can see that, like I said, with Practinic just tearing at him, and the way you guys have been attacking his form, he's not dying yet, but is looking in rough shape. You can sense a combination of bestial rage and frustration just pouring through his being. His large leathery wings just like flailing in the air. His single glowing eye focuses on you, and as it does, a beam emanates from it,
I'd be ashamed.
slamming into your body and knocking you off his crotch and slamming you into the ground. All right. So you're
Can I
knocked
use that
20.
bubble? That's,
Are you using your bubble thingy?
yeah,
You're
I,
using
I
your bubble?
didn't want to get. Yeah, I'm using my bubble thing. I didn't want to get torn in half by an eye beam while holding onto a dick. It did not seem like the best way to go.
Okay. As this shadow beam emanates from its eye, it flies out towards you, and you react and you throw up your divine shield, your divine bubble, and it impacts the radiant energy, and it just like sprays everywhere and dissipates everywhere, and you are unharmed.
Oh fuck!
That's a
That
shame
could've
because
been real bad.
that was a really cool ability.
Was it? I figured. I'm super sorry. I just
No, it's
didn't want to die.
It's fine. He is gonna bite Practinic once though. All right. Creature 1 does not recharge his thing. He fires off 2 scorching rays. He will target Deimos.
Should not target Deimos.
I mean, might
I
there
got
be
a-
like friendly fire on the dick too? Then,
I got a
if he
bubble.
hits Deimos and rolls badly though.
Pinpoint
Bubbles.
accuracy at Deimos.
Damn
Oh,
it.
2. So here's the
Yes,
first
I-
one.
I got a bubble though.
Oh, that's right, you do. Okay,
Yeah,
so let's
that's-
see.
Deflect onto the dick.
Y'all just shush.
Alright, so he fires 2. They ignore the bubble just bounces off you. Alright, so his second scorching ray is gonna go at who can he see? From his elevated point on the stairs, he can see down. He's gonna attack Elwyn the second time. Three rays. All hits. And Elwyn's resistant. Okay, Elwyn, your turn.
That hurt, you son of a bitch.
He's
But
fire
I'm gonna-
skeleton, screaming and screeching.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack the big dude though. They all hit. But wait, there's more.
Damn girl, nice.
He's looking real scuffed up. Alright, Ada's your turn.
I'm just like in a rage because my character has like no real shoe in the fight between good and evil because he'd be all neutral and shit.
Mhm.
But he feels absolutely to God disrespected by this bitch and her minions, and I'm literally gonna use my multi-attack to try to rip his fucking eye
Alright.
out. So frightful presence first. So ching, ching, ching. I went bottom, middle, top.
Okay.
So the top guy succeeded, the bottom 2 failed.
Alright.
Ching, ching. And then I'm gonna do the same attacks. Bite, claw, claw, and do his eyeball.
Okay. Hit.
It's claw, claw.
Okay. So what does it look like as you latch onto his face? What do you do?
Like complete feral rage. Like just ripping the eye out, like biting down on it, ripping it out, flinging it into whatever part of the tavern's still alive, and then just going like bestial flare, like just tearing him apart.
Alright. As you tear the eye from its socket, the creature just its body just convulses, and in a spray of blood and brain fluid all over the place, he begins to collapse under you. But he's not really able to go down because you're just grabbing onto his head and just ragdolling his head back and forth. as it does that, his body flails everywhere. The rest of you guys have to dive out of the way as this large creature is thrashing and scrambling everywhere. Let's see, this way. Deimos, you can stay there because you're inside your bubble. You do fall off his dick though.
But that's all we wanted.
It's not going anywhere.
All right, and his body then just collapsed down to the ground like ragdoll. Okay.
Well, that's it.
All right, this fire creature here, which is number 2, is frightened. Seeing what happened, is going to fire off 2 scorching rays. We'll fire them at you, Adis.
Okay. I don't even take notice. I'm in a rage.
So 2 hits. And then second scorching ray. Hit. Hit. Miss. So 2 hits. Okay. And then he's gonna step back as his form just begins to shimmer and evaporate as he retreats into the ethereal realm. Renly, your turn.
Okay, I will cast a firestorm in the air, trying to hit the 2 remaining ones.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Yeah, we'll say it can pound. It can spread through the area and hit them. You can
Yeah, I'm
weave it
trying not
around
to
your
burn
allies.
me in, but yeah, I'm trying to just do the air. So here we go. Oh wow. Okay, never
Wow,
mind.
that was a good roll.
I give up. I give up. Okay, Hydron is just gonna come up and like wail on this one. So let's do that. So many things open. Jeez. Here we go.
Here, I'll target. Okay, go ahead.
A douche blow. Here we are.
That's a hit. Okay.
Okay, and that's about
So
it.
he's not
Yeah,
next front. All right.
indeed.
This creature, he's going to flare up his searing aura one more time. So just those 3 are affected by it. Constitution saving throw. Damages.
Oh,
Elwyn.
god.
Elwyn, you kind of pass out from the extreme radiant heat going on around you, and he likewise is going to step backwards and walk into the ethereal realm.
As he
Damn it.
walks backwards, does Hydron get an op attack? No, it doesn't
Right.
reach. Never
Oh,
mind.
yeah. Never mind.
Deimos, your turn.
All right, Deimos. Well, so this dude is. I use my action. I'll use so 2 of my attacks, just to start pound that dick off. Just rip that dick off. All right.
All
I don't
right.
want this guy to shimmer back into the ethereal. I'm gonna rip that little dick off. The probably actually quite large thing off.
Uh huh. His
Anything
body
work.
is just collapsed on the ground. You just tear it off.
It's cool. Yeah, I'll just tear it off, and I'm gonna walk
Okay.
over to Elwyn with my actual main ability, and I'm gonna give him a just a healing what are they called? No, I'm gonna heal him. I'm gonna give just a cure wounds. I'll be like, hey bro, you should probably wake up. Check out this cool ass bitch I got right here. It's fucking huge. This is gigantic actually. It's crazy. Don't worry about it.
It's definitely
We'll talk about it
longer.
later.
He's bigger than the Baylor that you guys fought. So it's substantial.
Poor guy.
All right, so the demon is dead. So he's on the ground. He doesn't do anything. This last one is gonna get a couple pot shots off at you, Renly.
Alrighty. Is it within 5 feet? No, it's not.
Scorching blast 1. 3 hits.
Yep.
Scorching blast 2.
Oh, with the first one, I will actually do, this is radiant or is this fire?
This is fire.
Oh, okay, I have my elemental resistance thingy, so I'll do my resist, on the first one.
Just 1 hit, or can you do all hits?
Oh no, it just, it resists fire, so I'll just have resistance to the damage.
For how long?
For 1 round.
Oh, okay. So you half this. So, okay, so I won't even roll the second half since we'll just about half it. And I'll sum away. Okay. So his beams hit you. You throw up your elemental resistance, and they don't really have the desired effect, the full damage. And in frustration, its blazing eyes just kind of focused on you, Renly. It steps backward into the ethereal.
Guys, we did a thing. Haha, this guy was probably a semi-honcho somewhere.
I keep going ape shit on the corpse.
Okay, you're just tearing it apart, just like
I'm just
fully on. Like the
full-
head is gone
full on-
now.
Yeah, like full on rage.
As much as I don't want to, I gotta head out. But I should be good for the next like 3 or 4 weeks after this one.
Yay!
Okay. As the shadow, as the creatures escape, the Adis, you in your just bestial rage are tearing into this thing. As part of the frustration of feeling so helpless when you're being carried away, is caught up into this. You're just berserking onto this monstrosity in front of you, and you know, the sound, like the auditory exclusion kicks in. You're not really hearing what's going on around you. The rest of you, what you guys are seeing is this dragon just going berserk onto this corpse, just ripping it apart, just blood and spray and stuff all over the place.
I heal Elwin as Yggdrasil, and Hydron is gonna be putting out fires.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of washing going on with Hydron. There's swishes everywhere.
Okay. 1 second here. Let me just make sure I'm understanding the spell.
Which spell?
Okay. Adis, as you're tearing into this corpse, and I know Hydron goes around and is putting out fires, and Elwyn is being revived. The darkening of the room. What you notice is that the room does not brighten back up again. Instead, cutting through the berserker rage, cutting through the frenzy, and cutting and just basically cutting to the inner core of your mind, where your subconscious and your id intersect within your mind. You hear a single word, right?
Okay.
Right. Adis.
Do I recognize the voice?
Not necessarily. The and you feel your body, your draconic, massive dragon form, just standing up and beginning to lift in the air. What the rest of you guys see is that above Adis,
Oh, shit.
a portal opens up in the air above him, and his body, about this size, and his body begins to be drawn up into the portal.
Wait, what?
His body and draconic and practinic form begins to be drawn up into the portal. His wings first, his back, his neck, his whole form just he's being picked up and dragged up into the sky, kind of like a limp.
What's dragging him?
A limp
Like
doll.
feet? Like what's actually pulling him up?
He's just being drawn through the portal. There's nothing that you see
Jeez.
that's grabbing him and pulling him up into it.
It's like
Do I have
someone
the
cast the gate
wherewith-
spell.
Do I have the wherewithal to release the polymorph?
Sure. As most of your form passes through the portal, you drop the polymorph, and your humanoid form is what remains.
Can I cast a
Am I
spell
still going
magic
up?
on the portal?
So what'd you say, Adis?
Am I still going up?
Okay, so it goes up there, and Renly, last thing you see is the portal begins to as Adis's form goes through, you see him drop his draconic form, and his body just being pulled up into the portal, and the portal just
Damn.
kind of like
And it's
Just,
immediate. Like there's no
closes away.
like it doesn't take like 6 seconds or something. It's like instantaneous.
As it closes, are you
Yeah,
trying to do
like
a
the.
reaction or something kind? I'll give you some
Oh
time
no,
to try to do something.
I'm trying to figure out like if we have time, like Elvin being awake, whether he has time to like dispel the portal or something, or whether we have no reactions during this period.
You're trying to spell. Let's see. It's a gate spell. It's a gate spell cast at a very high level.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let you take a crack at it. It's gonna be a really high DC.
I figured I'm not even foresighted. I would just try it. I can do that in this form, so I'll just roll my wisdom.
Okay.
I'll try
No.
to do it too.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah. You both of you channel your energy into the spell, but as you do so, there's a wave of feedback, like a resonant frequency, just kind of this pinging, like the sound after the ringing in your ear after an explosion goes off, and there is a psychic kick backlash to the casting of the spell. It feels a lot to you like the overwhelming sensation that you experienced when you were encountering the demon lord of worms, Korgoth, in
The
the realm below the earth.
transcendental being thing.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
It kicks back to you. You guys take. Oh, I rolled 3 ones. Each take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh,
I rolled 3 ones. Holy crap.
that was amazing. That was
Those,
amazing.
those were d20s, or
Oh, well, you typed it in.
um,
Oh, shoot.
and you see Adis being drawn up through the portal. Okay.
All right.
Somebody really has a hard on for me.
They meant to get you to them. Damn it.
Nah, if I'd thought about it, I had something that probably could have prevented this, but I didn't think about it. I dropped my polymorph instead of casting a spell.
All right. Adis, you find yourself in complete darkness.
Okay.
Okay, you're in your humanoid form, but you can't tell much, but by the way the sound is echoing around you, the area that you're in is vast. It's huge, but it seems like it's enclosed, like you're in a massive cavern of some kind,
Okay.
or of some sort, or some kind of large enclosure. In the distance, all around you, you hear miles of screams, voices, and a variety of voices screaming, groaning, moaning. At first, to you, they sound like screams of pain and agony. But your thought, as you listen for a few seconds, is you're not quite sure if they're screams of pain, or screams of pleasure, or something in between, or both.
Okay.
Okay. Cutting through the darkness, or at least in the darkness, you hear a voice just kind of resonate all around you. Little wizard, you're so frail,
One
and yet
sec.
so full of vigor.
Can you refresh the picture?
It's just black right now.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Alright.
How I love having a mortal to play with. And in the center of the room, large and imposing, just, well, not really large, but just you can tell it's a large size individual. So maybe you're guessing it's about 10 feet off the ground or something like that. In the center of the room, ahead of you, maybe 20-30 feet in front of you, you see a set of eyes just gazing at you through the darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
The voice comes through. You've taken some of my minions from me, you and your friends. Strong ones at that. And I've decided to take something back. And I've
Well,
settled on
first
you,
you have an
Adis.
account to settle.
Oh?
Yes. If you wanted to speak to me, a simple invitation would have sufficed. Being rude and sending minions to kidnap me is very rude, disrespectful, and something I will not abide.
I like the way this is going. You've got energy. Please continue. I'm curious.
Well, how are you going to settle your account?
Hmm?
I had no
Oh.
qualms with you, yet you offended me, disrespected me. You have a debt to pay.
No, this is where you're wrong, small one. You've taken what's mine. I am the one who's owed, and I have chosen to take back. The beginnings of my repayment. 3 of my strongest minions gone. I think I'll start by taking one of you. I've settled upon
3 of your
you.
minions.
Yes.
See, I only recall ripping to shreds one of your minions.
One of which you bore the form of as you entered my realm.
Oh, you're her! You're the Dragon Queen lady!
Hmm?
Ah.
No.
Wait, no. Oh no, you're the one who's got her under your finger. Okay.
She
Just want to make sure we're on.
serves me.
Right.
Now, mortal, a question I lay upon you. How would you like to be mine?
Sorry, but there's already a demon lord lady whom I'm already, kind of buddy with, and personally, she's a lot more respectful than you.
I don't know of whom you speak, but I guarantee
Well, she
she
now
cannot hold a
rules.
candle to me.
I honestly couldn't say because I don't know who you are.
Let me give you a choice. You become mine, and I will fulfill your wildest dreams. Power and pleasure beyond imagining. At
The
that, her
only thing
eyes
you could
flare
give
red.
me.
Hold on. At that, her
Yeah.
eyes
Oh,
flare red, and your body is overwhelmed. Your body is overwhelmed with sensuality. Every neuron in your brain is firing at the same time. Every nerve ending is blazing like it's on fire. Your heart is like pounding itself out of your chest. You're at the temperature in your body just kicks in. It's like you have an extremely high fever.
okay.
Your heart is racing. Every sense is thrown into overdrive.
Okay.
She says, She says, I can give you your wildest dreams.
Asmodeus's head. That's the only thing you could possibly give me.
Still
Otherwise, you might as well.
defiant. I
No,
see.
you asked what my wildest dream was. Asmodeus's head is it.
Suddenly the eyes seem to be closer to you, and all you see is the eyes. You do feel an imposing presence just towering over you. So, like I said, it's 3 or 4 feet taller than you.
Okay.
Her form, you can't see anything, but just you can feel the radiance and the aura of power around her. You caught a snippet of it when you dethroned Vimric in the first layer of hell. He was not the most impressive specimen of this type. You got another taste when you encountered Korgoth, the demon lord of worms underneath the ground days ago. But he was also weakened from spending centuries in isolation. This is a a demon lord in the height of her power, but not just that. You know, the consort of Asmodeus, the one that has been elevated and chosen to hold this plane. What those two had pales in comparison to the overwhelming sensation of divinity and of transcendence in front of you right now.
Okay.
And you're feeling every bit of it. You're beginning to have trouble piecing together coherent thoughts. You're not sure what is current, what is past, what's your thought, what is the sensation, the determination of the sensations around you. The screams of pleasure and torture around you are amplified. They're just flooding your mind. She says, "You can give me yourself willingly, or I can take it by force. Believe me, I would enjoy either equally well. You, on the other hand, might not."
Am I restrained?
No. You're having a hard time. You find your body sluggish to react, since your neurons, your nerves are, and your neurons are pumping full of signals. What your brain, your volition actually wants to do is getting lost in the mix. So your body is sluggish. Your fine motor control is all but gone. You can move your hand up in the air and your body around slowly, but it's like, all the bandwidth of your brain signals are getting lost in the barrage of sensation.
I am going to attempt to cast an 8th level spell.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to mind blank myself.
Okay. So here's mind blank. Target touch, one action, duration 24 hours. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage. Any effect that would sense its emotion or read its thoughts, divination spells, and charm condition. The spell even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power use targets gain information about the target. Sense its emotions or read its thoughts, divination spells, and a charm condition. So it doesn't wipe your mind. This is not
It's immunity to things that would control your mind or influence your mind,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing,
Yeah.
and
This is
psychic
not
damage.
this is not
Oh,
the
it's
thing that
not?
what's that spell that makes you stupid. What is that?
No,
spell?
that's not feeble mind.
Well,
Feeble
then,
mind.
instead of that, I'm just going to attempt to cast Banish on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to try anyway.
What level is it?
4th. But I will
make an arcane
cast
check.
it at... I will cast it at 8th level, though.
Okay, make an arcane check.
Alrighty. Skills, Arcana. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Through the sensation, you manage to just barely. You focus every ounce of your willpower, and by sheer force of will, you force the words to come out of your mouth, and the movement to come to your fingertips, and you banish yourself. Unfortunately for you, back to your home plane. You're banished. All targets in there. If target is native to a different plane of existence, the target is banished with faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. Target reappears in the space it left, or the nearest unoccupied space. If that space is returned, if the spell ends before 1 minute has passed. Okay, so I'm going to say that you are banished. That when you pop back into your plane, you pop back into the closest area of your plane, not back to where you were gated from, because that was a different spell that happened
Right.
a while ago. Okay. You go from complete darkness to the darkness of a equivalent darkness of a moonless night sky. There's enough light around you to be able to see around, much more than from where you were previously. But the sensation that you acquire as you realize that you are not alone. All around you are creatures and beasts and monstrosities towering over you. Dozens in just immediate sight of creatures that are easily larger than the beast that you just slew, that you just tore to shreds. Dozens of them around you, and interspersed between them, thousands and thousands of smaller beings, demons of every shape and size, hellguards,
Am I inside the
thralls,
dome?
fays. No, you're not in the dome anymore. You can
Uh-oh.
see the black of the dome in front of you.
Thank God.
You look up, and you see towering over you a monstrous creature, the largest one that you see in immediate area, just standing over you.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
That dude is pimp. I'm
Off
so
in the
dead.
distance, you're talking a couple hundred yards away, at what seems to be a strategic point in this large canyon that you're in. You see this being who seems to be every bit as large, but since he's further away, you can't tell how imposing it is. Okay.
I'm so unlucky.
Your eyes just drawn all around you, creatures of varying size and shape and all around. On top of an outcropping of rocks is crouched what looks like a medium-sized humanoid-looking creature, face shrouded by a black hood, but you can tell that all the creatures around him give him deference. At his side, a bluish blade that looks like it's crafted out of crystal and lightning.
It's Arthas.
Okay. The creatures all turn on you, and their snarls and fangs, and some begin to move you instantly before they all cease. They all stop and pause. And stepping out of the dome, as the black of the dome parts in front of you, her body just like squeezing through the inky blackness, the impermeable umber of the black dome. You hear her voice ringing, just kind of coming through, and says, "All right, we'll play it your way. You wish to see me after all. I don't blame you. So what will it be, frail one? Willingly or by force?"
I'll get back to you on that, and I cast teleport.
She snaps her fingers and the spell fizzles in your hand.
That's not any fun when you play like that. Don't you like the thrill of the chase?
I am a lord of the abyss. I do not have to cater to use frail mortals.
You're no fun.
I am being generous in giving you a choice.
No, you're not. You're being rude.
Now choose.
Hey Midas, I'm gonna tap out. I honestly fell asleep for like the last 15 minutes of whatever happened.
All right,
Oh
man.
god.
All right, tell you what. We'll end it right here.
All right.
All right? You are in the middle of Rapnesh, at the
Oh,
very
actually.
center of demon power on
Oh,
this
God.
plane.
Yeah,
Malconthet
Midas
herself is
so
standing in front
trying
of
to
you.
kill me. Midas is so
Okay.
trying to kill me.
No. It looks very much like you're gonna be mind controlled and taken control of, like dominated forever. Almost like killing, but not quite.
All right. Thanks, Midas. I'll see you guys later.
See
Yep.
ya.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah,
All right,
it was
guys,
a lot of
thanks.
Nice
fun.
night. It was
Thanks.
awesome.
Catch you next week.
Oh my god.
That was fun. All right, I'll catch you
Oh
guys
my
next week.
god.
Yep, see you next week.
Bye
Night
bye.
night.